Hey, I'm Will.
I'm Maurice.
And I'm Noah. And this is the Crippled Pod.
You are listening to an unsponsored podcast. If you would like to sponsor this podcast, please reach out to us on our Instagram page.
What's up, boys?
What up?
So we're doing this new thing where we didn't even talk before this. I just got on here. So I took a dump and I came on and I pressed start. Press start because we didn't talk. You guys would have known.
About the dump.
See, that's what's exciting about this. We're adding a whole new layer to this podcast. So I think you'll be a fan of this.
Thrilled that we now get to know when you go to the bathroom. So.
Yes.
That's why they're here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's why Noah believes they're here for sure.
Yes.
To learn specifically about his bowel movements,
which aren't great. I'm on the Anna. So I was on the plane. So here's an example of what we would have been talking about before we started. I was on the plane on Thursday and my eardrum burst. So it ends up, my ear started bleeding on the plane. I was like, holy shit. Okay. Something's wrong with me. But I didn't want to make a scene. So I just
don't
covered it up.
I don't want to inconvenience anyone. I might be dying.
I covered it up. Well, actually, I got on. I scheduled with the ER, so when I landed, I could go to the ER. In America, you can schedule your ER visits, and I went there. They're like, "Oh, you had an ear infection," and because a lot of times when you're an adult, you have ear infections. You don't realize you have ear infections, just because it fixes itself, unlike little kids. And I guess I had an ear infection, and the plane exacerbated it, just made it a problem, and then it burst. And so yeah, I'm on antibiotics, and that's why my bowel movements are weird. Yeah.
That at no point did I know where that story was going. 100%.
You had
every part of it.
Honestly, it's a good indicator.
Talk about tension.
Your book is going to be, because I was in the palm of your hand. I was in the palm of your hand. I was right there. So
right, that's what I do.
Go pre-order the Tether God if you want more of that.
Yes.
Storytelling.
That kind of storytelling.
Maurice actually did send me a funny text this weekend about the book. He's like, "What does this mean? What is this? Why is this capitalized?" And he's like, "Is this in purpose?"
Okay, I actually sent him notes on 6 chapters. He only read the notes for the prologue and responded to only those. And I was like, that's fine.
I didn't even know you sent me other notes.
Well, all I'm saying is, if you asked about capitalization, somewhere right now,
I just realized
fist. He's so excited.
See, this is what happens.
Oh my God, it didn't show you the whole text?
Oh, so I have to see. I don't talk to people who have Androids, so I guess you have to click on it. And
you don't have to do that on an Android. That's hilarious, because I was like, bro, I already sent you those notes too. I sent you those notes like 2 weeks ago. I just recopied them into this whole thing. You responded something about that's something only the intellectuals will notice. And I was like, that's hilarious.
Why do you make it sound so? I made a joke.
Well, no, that's just how I read it. That's just how I read your voice. No, but I was like, I sent you those notes, and then you responded to, I was like, I think he's only responding to the notes on the prologue, which is weird.
Well, now I'm seeing, okay, I need to look at this later.
Okay, I'll just send it to you in a Google Doc, because you fools work in Google Docs for some reason.
All right, to Malazan. Here we go. So
that's all of the banter you're getting today, Jordan.
Yep. Sorry,
that
Jordan.
That was it.
So
Jordan
we are
podcast in 6 weeks.
I don't really want to call this a catch-up episode, but it kind of is, because we're going through a lot today. Mainly because Will always has to leave early. So we're going to what?
Why I'm catching strays.
Did you not text us say, guys, I have a hard cutoff time, you assholes?
I have to take my kid to the doctor.
Yeah. I have a burst eardrum.
Okay, and you went to the doctor. So.
Yeah, because I can take care of myself unlike a kid.
I need to write my book.
Yeah, you do.
These fools are done with their books.
Well, I mean, I have another one I'm not done with, so I need to finish that this week too.
This week?
Yeah. Well, I redid my outline for. There's no acts. It's a lit RPG, but I have like 5 to 7 chapters left probably to write, and I redid my outline because I changed something earlier. But I feel good about it now, so I'm just gonna pop it out in a couple days.
God, how long is it?
Total. Right now, it's about at 120.
120 pages.
120,000 words. Yeah.
Jesus, you wrote that fast, dude.
Well, I started this in December.
That's still fast.
Yeah.
I mean, that is fast. I thought you
120,000
started this like 2 months ago. I was like, holy crap, dude.
No, I started
crazy.
as soon as I finished, because as soon as I finished my first draft with the Tether God, I started writing this one, just to give me a brain break.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably what I'm gonna do as well.
And it's all like when you write lit RPGs, everybody just writes their self as the main character, so you're just writing what you're thinking. That's literally all you're doing.
Into his, and it's crass and it's wild. You've seen snippets of it on Instagram if you're a close friend.
It's pretty crass. I have cut out some of the crap. I've cut out some of the bad words. I got some feedback that there's too many bad words. I'm like, well, this is just how I talk. I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry.
Somebody needs to write
okay.
The first clean lit RPG. I haven't seen one of those yet. Who's gonna do the first one?
I don't know if it fit. It would work.
We'll get in trouble. I was gonna say a Christian lit RPG.
Come on, man. We're already.
Let's talk. Elephant in the room. We were lambasted on YouTube. Was it YouTube? About how blasphemous
one person
our last episode was. Lambasted.
Droves of people.
That's enough to start a war. Anyway, I want to say this. Noah was not blasphemous. I don't even know that Will was. They were akin to blasphemy. But here's the truth.
We didn't rebuke you.
No, you didn't rebuke me. You didn't.
That's what he wanted.
Cut me off. He wanted you to kick me off the podcast. I don't know. I don't even know if he knew. He probably thinks Noah said this. Honestly,
that's usually how it goes.
I think that's how memory would work in this situation. But I did make a joke about the second coming of Jesus Christ, referring to the children of the dead seed and lust boners after death. But I am an atheist, so that meant nothing to me. And so if that offended you, I'm very sorry for offending you. But if you're also the type of person that says comedy is dead because nobody can take a joke anymore, I made fun of what to me is like Santa Claus. You are making fun of black people and women. So, we're in different worlds. And I'm sorry if you're genuinely offended. I can't promise that I'll stop making the jokes like that, though.
And I wouldn't, as someone who, in Elephant in the Room, I believe in God. And I thought it was funny. So I feel like there's just, we all need to relax on both sides. Let's chill.
Obviously,
just chill.
If I'm wrong, I'm going to egg in my face. And,
that will be super embarrassing for you. That'll be super embarrassing.
If I'm wrong, I'm gonna be experiencing some regret.
You know what you'll say? You'll say
for a while.
As soon as you find out, you'll say, "Oh gosh, dang it."
Oh darn.
But I respect everyone's.
What?
Bother. Yeah, I respect your ability to believe what you believe, and I'm not going to try to force you to believe anything. So
I don't think anybody should force anybody. That's
exactly.
America would be a much better place if we stopped forcing things upon people.
Yes, 1,000%. Jesus.
There we go.
Jesus Christ. I say his name so often. That's a sin, right? Saying his name.
No, that's. We don't need to get into this, but
we don't need to get into
a discussion.
Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Look, this whole thing derives off of freaking Baptists complaining about not taking the Lord's name in vain. But they take that as don't say the Lord's name in vain. What taking the Lord's name in vain means is what Christian nationalism is. Using God's name to your benefit. Using God's name. Yes. That's
for hate.
So saying, oh my God, is not taking the Lord's name in vain. It's just an expression. If your heart, the whole thing about Christianity is it's a heart issue, right? If you're saying, oh my God, and you're meaning it to damn God, then yes, it's an issue. But I don't think a normal person just saying, oh my God, it's a simple reaction.
Well, even God damn it, I don't think of it as like, oh, damn God.
Yeah.
I see that like, God, strike this thing that's happening because it sucks.
So if we're being
that's
technical about the term "God damn it," it would literally be invoking God to damn something.
Right?
God damn
it's like,
this!
Smite thee!
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be the original usage of the term. Which I mean, I guess maybe you could argue that. I don't know. Could count. I don't know. I think, like I said, we're deep into a doctrinal discussion.
This would be happening off podcast right now.
Yeah. This would be happening before the podcast. We had to start it early, so here we are.
But okay, so end of theology discussion over in the real world. Now let's discuss.
Until we start talking about Covian, we're going to talk about Covians.
We'll probably discuss theology in Malazan.
You want to talk about a Christ-like figure? We need to look at Covian.
My boy.
But yeah, that's so. What we're going to do this week?
Would that make Hitan Mary Magdalene?
I guess so. I was thinking that's more like Felicin is Mary Magdalene. She's
no shit.
Yeah.
Just
a little Bible
watching
lore.
that. We're just watching that follower count go down just steadily.
No, it's going up, man. It's going up.
I lost a bunch of followers yesterday with my video on Easter.
Did you really? I was gonna ask how many you lost.
Always, dude. Anytime I try to put Christianity in a good light, all the Christians leave. That's
what's like, you posted something trying to help indie authors, and a bunch of indie authors left.
Yeah. They're like, no, fuck you. Fuck. Dude, I swear to God, the most shit people in this world hate when people try to help them. There's nothing. They're like, no, I got this faith, family, and the cross, boys. That's what they're saying.
Faith, family,
shirts.
and indie books.
Yeah.
That's the trifecta.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. So this, like,
so how are we doing?
So like before we talked for 10 minutes about that, I was saying we're gonna do it a little different this week. We're doing all of book 2, right? So that covers chapters 5, right? 7 through 13. I think. 7 through 13. I split this into, so the summaries are a little longer, but there's only 2 of them instead of 4 or 5 of them like we usually do. So you should get a long time of me mispronouncing things. That will be fun. And then what we're going to do is Maurice has some good like talking points for each section. He's going to bring up the talking points after I read the summaries, and then Will's going to respond and we'll discuss off of Will's responses. All right.
Gang.
So
gang.
This is, now I'm going to be honest, I don't know exactly what chapter. I actually just did one big summary, then I split it in 2 where it felt natural. I don't know exactly what chapter that is.
Dude, just do the whole thing.
Read the, okay. You want me to read the whole thing?
So we can just go down the line in terms of
all right.
Yeah.
All right. Buckle up, boys.
Buckle up. 20-minute Noah monologue. This is what the people are here for.
All right. I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't want to listen to this, skip ahead. If you do want to listen to this, put it on 0.75 speed. In the city of Capistan, Carnadas, Brocalan, and Eccovian, the Destriant mortal sword and the shield anvil of Fenrir's Reeve lead the gray swords in the city's defense against the Panion Domin. They are employed by Prince Jerkalan. I know it's Jalarkin. I just like Jerkalan better. Who is struggling?
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt you. That we're like 3 sentences and 30 seconds in, and you mispronounced 8 words.
I had to mute myself so you didn't hear me laughing.
It's gotta be on purpose.
Who is struggling with the political maneuvering of the Mask Council, a group of priests who... Mass Council. I'm just joking. Okay, back to it here, boys. A group of priests who wears the visages of various elder gods and ascendants. Ikovian takes a regiment of gray swords outside of Kapustan, where they are attacked by undead Kael hunters, but meet with Pran Kol and the Slanamas. The Slanamas offer aid against the Kachan Kalamale, but not against the human Panyan armies. Ikovian also encounters Gruntel's caravan along the Baushalan and Corbel along with Baushalan and Corbel Broach and Hetin and Kaffel. Harlow and Nitok died during the battle with the Kel hunters. The Grey Swords take them all to Kapistan. Shortly afterwards, the Panyan troops, including the peasant army of 100,000 Teniskari, surround Kapustan. Hitan and Kafal approached the Mass Council with demands that the remains of the founding families of the Bargas be turned over to them. The council... I keep seeing you guys in the top of my vision, and it's making it even harder to read. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Elder Bargas' spirits are awakened. Gruntel is drinking heavily after learning of Harlow's death, but snaps out of it thanks to Buke and Stani. Stani is staying with the Grey Swords and has pledged loyalty to Karuli. Buke continues to stay with Bashalan and Corbel Broach, who have purchased a manor in Kapustan. Buke claims he stays because he needs to stop them. Broach has resumed murdering citizens. Karuli gives Buke a small clay bird to help him. Okay, now I'm going to read part 2. Let me breathe for a second. Let me take a drink. Okay, part 2. Not actually part 2. This is Noah's part 2. Quickbin wanders the Warrens, tasting a new foulness affecting them. Wandering in Hood's realm, he meets Talamandas, a stick snare with the soul of one of the first founders of the Bargast. He frees Talamandas after learning that the Bargast were once Talana Mas, who lived together with the Thaloman Tolbakai. Later, Quickbin meets up with Ansie's squad, who are waiting for him as the rest of the Bridgeburners meet with Humbrol Tar and the white-faced Bargast. Quickbin is grabbed by the Bargast spirits, who, when Talamandas as their spokesperson, tell him they need to make contact with the Bargast shouldermen and convince them to go to Kapustan, where their remains are located. Quickbin suggests channeling their power through Mallet, who is en route to the White-Face encampment. You guys remember Mallet. The Bridgeburners, led by Ganoa Perrin, all go to meet with the White-Face Bargast to negotiate an alliance against the Panyan Doman. Trots, let's go Trots! Claims to have blood ties to the first families and fights a duel against one of Humbrol Tar's sons. Trots kills the boy, but is mortally wounded in the process. Mallet arrives in time to heal him and is saved from the fatal poisoning of his warren when the Bargast spirits intervene. Quickbin arrives soon after, and he and Perrin meet with Humbrol Tar, allowing the Bargast spirits to be felt in the White-Face clan for the first time. Dujek One-Arm's army marches along with Kaladin Brood's host slowly to Kapustan, with the Trigale Trade Guild supplying them. Silver Fox now appears to be a teenager, while the Mybe, or the Mybe, however we say it, is racked with pain from old age. Kruppa, Corla, and Whiskey Jack all attempt to console the Mybe, but she refuses their comfort and is further tormented by dreams of faceless menaces. Corlat and Whiskey Jack become lovers. Calor accepts an offer to become the High King, classic, in the House of Change in exchange for an opportunity to kill Silver Fox. Motherfucking, we hate Calor, dude. Talk the Younger and Tool deepen their friendship while making arrows and blades from stone. This is the cutest shit ever. This is how I imagine Will and Maurice in real life, just out making fucking arrows with stuff. Just like, hey, yeah, I love you, man. Yeah, I like you too, dude. I think you're pretty. Stuff like that. They'd be like hyping each other up.
I'm Tool. I call Tool.
Okay. When Talk sees of it, you only pick Tool because you know you've read this book.
Will knows a little.
No, Will's muted. Okay. No talking.
Like, okay. Fine.
No talking. When Talk sees a version of Balajag's history as an eye, Tool gives him an Amas name, Arol Fail. That sounds right. Talk also witnesses Trake's death and meets with Kalava, who intends to go to Coral. Not to answer Silver Fox summons, but to complete unfinished business. The rivalry between Tool and Mock intensifies when Tool sees Mock dismantle a Kel hunter with ease. Lady Envy, hot, meets with Cruel, who reveals that the Warrens all feed to his blood and that the crippled god is poisoning him, and he needs Envy's help bringing Tak and the Segula into the heart of the Panyan Seer's territory. Upon entering it, Tak abandons his party and joins the Tenniscoury, hoping they'll meet up with the Malazans. Literally the worst decision Tak could ever make. Weeks later, starved and delirious, he is summoned by the Panyan Seer and sees the corpse of an old man being animated by a Jagat, who is further empowered by gray tendrils of power reaching down. When he's given another vision of his party through the Balagagaz's eyes, the seer casts him into the prison with the Kachain Chamale matron, and one dwelt in the rent at morn. He is kept alive with sorcery, while the matron, insane from pain and grief at the loss of her children, breaks his bones over and over in her embrace. Fiend.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
That was beautiful. It felt like
there's the podcast, guys. We'll see you next week.
Later! Oh, wait, I gotta
quite the read.
Your camera's still on. There you go.
There we go. I'm here.
I like your little hanky you've been using.
Dude, it's the one thing I can find, and my allergies are going crazy today, and I want to like be running up. I thought it was better to have like a roll of toilet paper here or something.
That is better. You could buy Kleenex.
We know you have a roll of
toilet
paper there.
They're like $1.
Yeah, I know that, but I don't have any.
I think people don't think about it. You know, it's not something people should keep them in their house, especially if they have kids.
You don't know that you need them until you need them. So it's like
you have 8 children. Surely
Kleenex.
all of them have a sniffle.
Why don't you just shoot Flonase in your nose every morning?
I did that. I do that.
And you're still snotting?
Yes.
Brother, get some Afrin. Have you ever had Afrin?
I have.
That sounds like some hippie bullshit.
I think Afrin is the one you can only do for like 3 days in a row, and then you
I do it every day.
You risk like a rebound infection if you do it too much.
Is that right?
No, I do.
I didn't know what it did. I didn't know why they said that, but
let me do some Afrin research, and I'll let you know, Mo. We don't need to listen to.
My mom's
Will
a doctor. I know what Afrin is. This is not
my mom's a doctor.
Your mom's a doctor?
My mom's a doctor.
Hold up. We've been talking we've been bonding over being poor kids together, and I'm beginning to think you were rich.
No. Okay, hang on. Let me backtrack. She wasn't when
Hold up. His mom's a doctor, ladies and gents.
She wasn't when I was a kid.
My mom worked at McDonald's, and my dad worked at Winn-Dixie. So
my mom, they're both dead now.
Hang on.
Jesus, Noah.
Aren't they?
Yeah. You fucking... Yeah, they are both dead now. That's
Knew
true.
it.
I just you have the responsibility to make people feel uncomfortable when they say it.
I
mean, you're not going to feel uncomfortable. You're not going to feel uncomfortable, but other people
felt uncomfortable when Noah said it. I didn't feel uncomfortable when you said it. Anyway,
hey, it's like one of my best friends' dad left him when he was like 2, and I.
See, this is why we all keep Noah at an arm's length.
Yeah, you gotta keep. You can't let him learn too much. You can't let him learn too much about you.
This tactic is me keeping you at an arm's length
because it's a defense mechanism. He's a broken boy down in that. You just like I said, you can't let him learn
too much about you. You gotta pick and choose what details of your life you let Noah in.
Because he'll use it, and then he'll threaten to shave your beard while you're sleeping. I don't know what is going on.
I am going to shave your beard.
I don't know why he's saying these things. I don't get it.
I don't know when you're going to have the opportunity to shave his beard while he's asleep, but
easily.
He's waiting
this
for a
dude sleeps till
dude.
like 10 a.m. every day.
Well, okay, yes, but yeah, that's fair.
I could wake up at my normal time and fly to his house before he wakes up at his normal time.
It'd be close. It'd be close.
Yeah,
it'd be close.
I wake up at 9.
The fact that you have to think about it.
I wake up at 9 o'clock a.m.
Oh
okay.
My God.
So that's 6 o'clock Noah's time, and Noah, you wake up at like
I was up at 4 today,
right? So he wakes up at like 4 his time. So that would be.
What time do you go to bed? You go to bed at like 2. Oh, that's my time. You go to bed at like 2, because you're always writing at night, and like so when I see you online, it's 11.
I usually go to bed like between 10:30 and 11:30. It just sometimes I sleep till 5:30.
Brother, that's not enough sleep. That's not good for you.
I'm assuming when I don't have 3 kids, I'll sleep more.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's normal for parents. I can go ahead and tell
you.
Well,
Will, you got to stop having kids if you're ever gonna have.
Yeah,
them.
And you have one on the way too. That's wild.
That's crazy, dude.
It's already gone up to 8 now from 7. You just said it was 8, and now you're adding another expecting. So
again, all of this stuff would have been on before we recorded, but because we record now.
Okay, let's start off at the top
where do you
of
guys
the
want to
discussions.
Start? Yeah,
I have like
the topic.
All the talking points here. We're going to get through it all, and we're going to get through it fast. But let's first talk about, at the beginning of this, we see the Grey Swords, and we see Itkovian fighting the Kael Hunters. And we've already seen Gruntle and Corbelane and all of them fighting. Right? No.
Yes.
This is
we saw.
Okay.
We saw.
Yeah, so like the last
we
chapter
already saw
ended with Gruntle dying, basically, and then this chapter.
So we
starts
saw
with
them, and then we see the Grey Swords do it. They are super efficient. They have this like V formation. We see this very militarized approach. They get their asses kicked, but they do take them down. They lose a bunch of men, but they do take them down. So, how do we feel right now with the Grey Swords?
Has a really bad day.
Yeah.
They're really impressive. It's interesting. You know, I think the showing us how dangerous the Kachane Chamala.
I just say Kachane
Chamala or Kamal. What is it?
I don't say Chamal. I say Shamal or like Chamal. Okay. And I don't add the extra A, but I know he does.
The audio does. I don't know what
Lister
Erickson wanted. But anyway, we see the process of them like kicking ass and how deadly they are, and then immediately we go to a group going to kill them and using a totally different tactic that works, a lot better.
Well, they are Segula and they are an army. So
okay, hold on, no. I'm talking about when the Grey Swords fight them. Not.
Okay. So we see 3 sets of people in these chapters. So let's just talk about all of those. We see Gruntle and their group get their asses just demolished. Then we see the Grey Swords, and then subsequently the Talanamas, who also they just like take hits. They're like, we don't give a fuck. They just get
what are they gonna do? Die?
Kachane Shamal, by the way, is the official pronunciation I'm finding here.
What's the official?
It's Kachane Shamal.
So I was saying it right in my.
Yeah,
I don't know, dude. I don't know if you were saying it right. I feel like you said it 4 different ways, and all of them were
you
wrong,
gave up. You said Kachane.
And then we see the Segula take them out.
Segula handle them the best by far. Definitely do the best of it. I thought it was interesting too that after we see Mock, is that the first time we've seen him like in action? It is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's just like one move and he just decapitates it. It's just dead.
And then Tool, we'll talk about that reaction here in a second. But like, I think it was very interesting. And then they come upon our group.
Yes.
Oh, no, the Talanamas show up first. Because then all of a sudden they kill this one Kael Hunter.
Yeah.
Yes. They kill this one
just
Kael
to clarify
Hunter.
Something, because in case anyone, so the Kael Hunters are the same as they're like a part of the Kachane Shamal, right? That's
yes. So
we're clear.
The Kachane Shamal are
the race.
They are the species,
Mm-hmm.
and they have several different types under them. Ka'el Hunters is one, a matron is another, and then there are others that we have yet to be introduced to.
Yes. Yeah.
We like the matron.
Don't do this.
No, we don't.
Don't do this. Don't do
we
this.
don't like the matron.
We don't like the matron. We don't.
Why not?
But I imagine them so much like bees. What's so cool, okay, people were asking about the Kachane Shamal and like, what the fuck is up with these undead zombie dinosaurs? And it's like, well, the zombies, that's just a different thing. That's specifically dealing with the Panyan Seer and all the magic that's going on there. And with the matron and shit. That has nothing to do with the Kachane Shamal. But what the Kachane Shamal are is a technologically advanced species that has gone extinct.
They're an elder race, like pre-Talanimas.
Pre-Talon and pre-Jagged.
Yeah.
They're older than even that.
They're older because they mentioned being older than the Ficral Assail, which exists.
I don't know if we find out what I was gonna say and didn't. Thankfully.
Yeah. Always err on the side of caution with what you know.
Yeah.
So we see the Grey Swords kill the one. They lose. What did they have 20 people and they lost like 16 or something?
I don't know if it's quite that many. It might be. It's double digits,
something like that. And it's like 2/3 or more. I can't remember the exact number, but and they also lose several horses and stuff too. And then the people that are left, it's like not like the one girl is just she's just like
1, 2, 3, 4, make a wish.
It's 1, 2, 3, 5 on mine. So
it's 9, 3, 5 on mine. 9, 3, 5.
Anyway, keep going, Will. Sorry.
So they're like they look up and see 4 more coming. So one Kachane Shamal killed like 2/3 of their people they sent out, and now they see 4 more coming.
They're like, shit. Yeah.
Time to
and
die.
Then
we're done.
I'm like, oh shit, yeah. At first I think Tool's here, and Tool is just like wrecking shit. But then I'm like, oh no, it's not Tool. It's the Talanimas from the opening chapter, the prologue, who were chasing the Kalava, who had the Jagged children. So it's Kachane. What's his name? Prankol?
Prankol.
Who is also, if I'm not mistaken, is the same one that helped create Silver Fox, right? Back in book 1.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, I wonder too, was he one of the Bonecasters who met with Stormy? And
he was not. Prankol was not on the boat.
Okay. So many fucking.
Those were all like we haven't seen them again. They're a totally separate group.
That was a woman. That was a female Bonecaster. Yeah. That's right.
Prankol was with
a female Bonecaster.
Of course you do. Prankol was with Kruppa and
sorry, I like hot chicks.
Mybe.
And she
when they
facilitated the birth of Silver Fox. And she was like, "Will I get to see this child?" And Karul's like, "Yeah, in about 300,000 years."
Yeah. Yes, because Krul connected them across time, which is why.
Yes.
He pulled Prankol from pre-gathering. He was still mortal. Pulled him into that dream. Was like, hey,
that is some fucking elder god shit right there.
You're a dream daddy, and now you have a kid. Which I think, if I'm not mistaken, that is kind of what happened. That's why she's like the Bonecaster, right? Because Prankol essentially facilitated her birth. So she's like...
I feel like Steven Erickson foresaw also that we would be having this podcast and we would be discussing in a book club of 500 people, and there would be inevitably people who would, if the Talanimas showed up and just saved Capistan, they'd be like, wow, that's crazy. That's, okay,
Deus
convenient.
Ex Machina.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was like, you know what I'm going to do? The Talanimas are going to refuse to fight humans. And it's like...
smart.
It is smart storytelling, and it's like that sucks. Yeah,
it's not
they
great
really could need it. They really need it, man. There's so many of these fucking Panion fucks.
Yeah,
Panion Doman, dude.
I also think it was interesting that we finally got a sense of scale of the Panion army.
Big boys,
and they're fucking huge army.
Oh yeah, what is it? 80,000 infantry, 200,000 Teniscalary. You did.
Say, it's like 300,000 total. I think, and like 200,000 of them are Teniscalary. I think.
Yeah,
later
cannibals.
So and they also have the peasant army of 100,000 Teniscalary.
Okay.
Oh, is it 100,000 Teniscalary? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yes, 80,000 soldiers, 100,000 Teniscalary.
This is not the army that Talk ends up with, right? It's a separate army. And that's a different Teniscalary army.
No. Same. They're all converging. They're all converging on Kapustan.
Okay.
So that's totally like where everybody's going.
Okay.
Do you have a 76 shirt on? That's dope, dude.
Oh, yeah.
76 has one of my favorite ults. I only like that back in the day, though.
I
got this when I worked at GameStop a million years ago, and I still wear it.
So. GameStop always comes up, dude.
Dude, well, they gave me I used to play the fuck out of Overwatch, dog.
Dude, Overwatch, like seasons 1 through 5, I played a fuck ton. So
see, I was never a first-person shooter guy. I never got into first-person shooter.
I don't know. I could see you Bastion. I could see you loving Bastion, man.
No, he's Reinhardt. He's a Reinhardt guy.
No, I was a Reinhardt main. But I was a DPS. I was a deadly Reinhardt main.
You know, he might main Winston. I could see him being a Winston guy.
Yeah, Winston.
He
likes him because he has
I tend to go for DPS characters. So
Winston is not a DPS character, but
Junkrat.
Oh god,
Junkrat.
Don't be that.
Let me look at Overwatch characters, and I'll tell you who I would choose, and then I would never change because I would choose based on aesthetics and never change my decision.
Tell me you wouldn't pick. Look up Bastion right now. He's a robot who has a bird.
The bird is.
That sounds sick.
I was
am I seeing the right people?
No one.
Probably.
You were what?
I was a McCree guy back in the day. So
okay, how do I find the character list?
Well, he's not McCree anymore. He's a different.
He's a different.
Yeah. How do I find the main character?
McCree was bad person.
Look up Overwatch Season 1 characters.
Original roster.
Yeah. That's
I was like, because I feel like I'm not seeing any of these names y'all just said. Because I was like, I picked Maga.
Well, there's a ton of them now. They have a million characters now, but yeah.
Okay,
Overwatch
Reddit,
1 original roster.
Overwatch 1. I see. Bastion. I might pick the robot. Baptiste looks sick. I like Cassidy.
That was McCree back in the day. That's what he was called.
Yeah, that's McCree.
76 looks sick. That's who you have 76. On your shirt.
Yeah, that's 76
on his shirt.
Awesome.
Dude, Winston, it does look sick. I might pick Winston, dude.
He's got a cool lightning gun too.
Yeah, and like
he's a scientist.
His ult was really strong too for point defense too. So
yeah, me and my friend used to run.
Yeah, I wouldn't do Reinhardt. I wouldn't do Reinhardt. He's too. I might pick Wrecking Ball just for the fun of it.
So Hammond.
Yeah, or Reaper. Reaper looks sick.
Oh, Reaper was Reaper was awesome, sick. But he was also the guy that like all the edgy people wanted to play.
That's probably why I wouldn't pick him because I wouldn't want to be lumped in.
But he had one of the cooler like reload animations in any game.
Oh yeah,
he would shoot the guns and then he would just throw the guns away and like form new ones in his hand. It was sick.
Bastion, Overwatch. Let me look at him full size. I do like that. He's a bit clunky though. I do prefer faster
Bastion
characters.
Could switch into a. He could become a stationary turret also. And
like, who do y'all play on Smash Brothers?
Link.
Of course, you're a fucking Link player.
I like Lucario.
You like Lucario? I play.
Link played in years though.
Link or Kirby. Link or Kirby.
You would be fucking Kirby, you piece of shit. Of course
walk
you
right off the edge, baby. Walk right off the edge.
Oh my god!
I'll float up.
I play Ike.
Okay.
You look like Ike.
Yeah, dude. That's my guy. I love a dude with a sword, but Link is harder to play than the other. I just like smashing shit. You know, like that's my whole. That's my game.
I love the upswing on Link, and then I can and then keep you up. I love CC because I think it's so funny when you piss people off with crowd control. It's just one of my favorite things is to watch. I love watching people rage. So I like characters.
Feel like I would know that. I would guess that.
Yeah. You. So that's why I love someone like Kirby. You suck them up and you just walk off the edge, dude. People freak the fuck.
But you can also rage people with Mario too, because
I play Mario. Mario's my secondary, and so I love doing the grab and throw. The grab and throw for Mario is it's so humiliating because he grabs you by your legs. And
there's a video somewhere of a guy playing Mario. I can't remember who he's fighting, but he's playing as Mario, and it's on the Hyrule Temple level. And he gets the opponent level down in the bottom part, you know, like
I love the bone zone, dude.
Yeah, and he just starts wailing on him, but he won't let him go off the edge. So every the guy's about to go off the edge, he just grabs him and pulls him back on. He gets him up to like 500, 600%, and Mario has 0.
Dude, we need to do a Smash Bros. We need to do a Smash Bros stream, dude,
I have not played Smash Brothers in so long.
Do you have a Switch?
Yeah.
Do you have a Switch? No.
Yeah. Switch 2, baby.
You Switch 2.
Yeah, same. I have a Switch 2.
1. So.
So does my child.
My kid has a Switch Lite, so fuck you.
Guys, his mother, don't let him fool you. He has 7 children, but his mother is a doctor. So we know where Will sits on the privilege scale.
I bet. What are the odds? What are the odds Will had a N64 in '97? I bet he got one right on release.
98.
You did, didn't you?
It was 98.
Oh, you
did.
One
98.
Okay, so I was one of those. I was born to poor parents who spent money irresponsibly. So we didn't have food all the time or electricity, but we had every game system.
Yeah. No, dude, I had an N64. I can't remember what the occasion was, but actually my parents played it before I did. I learned how to read. This is a fun fact for people. I learned how to read by playing Ocarina of Time.
You guys want to know the most racist thing about me?
4. No, don't say it. I don't know. 5. I don't think so.
Come on.
Wait, is it white racist or okay? Just tell me.
No. It's normal racist. So I'm just gonna be real with you guys. So when I was 8,
I'm gonna have the grandstand right now, aren't I?
So I'm a big sports fan, right? I grew up loving sports. And my favorite player when I was a kid was Brett Favre. Obviously, he was the quarterback for my team. So in Madden 98, yeah. So good job. So in Madden 98, there was this bug where sometimes Brett Favre would come out black. And it wasn't that I didn't like black guys. I just knew Brett Favre wasn't black. So I would be mad when he would be black. I would reset the N64 until I got him as a white guy like he's supposed to be. And so that is, in my mind, that's always like, you know what? I was born
I don't even know. That was totally voluntary.
Yeah, there was nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not ashamed. I was an 8-year-old and my favorite player was it wasn't that he was black. It was just that he wasn't Brett Favre.
That's not Brett Favre. Sure. You're one of those purists who like, hey, he was white in the source material.
Yeah. Well, it's just like it's like I think about it like if Antonio Freeman came out white, I would have reset it too because I would want Antonio Freeman to be black. So it wasn't so much. I just didn't like that they weren't the right color.
This is a funny thing. I don't watch football. I've seen
Obviously.
one Super Bowl.
I could have guessed you didn't watch football.
You feel like a sports ball guy.
It's fine.
I think you're a sports ball guy.
I would never say sports ball because that's lame as fuck. But I don't watch football. I don't enjoy it. I think it's boring. Okay. I do think that whatchamacallit is very fun to watch.
Go ahead.
Clearly.
Not lacrosse. The one rugby. Rugby is super fun to watch. because it's constant movement, you know. But anyway, so I've only seen one Super Bowl,
you probably
and
like
it was
hockey.
in the Superdome, and it was the Ravens were playing. The Ravens are my favorite team, so if I'm ever asked, that's who my favorite team
Interesting.
is.
Big
Because
Flacco and Ray Lewis guy.
here's why, and it's
Ray Lewis
because
murdered
I
someone.
actually loved playing Madden games when I was a kid, and I sucked at defense. And the Ravens had the highest defense on.
Of course they did.
Stats.
Ray Lewis.
Yes, because of Ray Lewis. And
Suggs.
so I would choose them and just let the defense do its thing because I was all about that offense, baby. Yeah. So that's why.
You want to get in Flacco's skin. You just want to get on your boy.
Yeah. That's me, baby. That's me. Anyway, so we're back to Malazan.
Big Ravens
don't know
fan
how
here.
that happened.
Maurice.
What would be Whiskey Jack's favorite NFL team?
He'd be a Patriots guy.
No.
I don't think so. No.
He'd be like
he's
is
a
a
Raiders.
man.
I think he's a Raiders fan.
I was thinking
Well,
like Jets.
that's very bridge burner. Jets
I was
are
thinking Jets.
what's America's team? Because he's such a Patriot
Cowboys.
himself. Oh, he'd be a
He wouldn't
Cowboys
like
are
the
America's
Cowboys.
team.
He wouldn't like the Cowboys.
He wouldn't be a Cowboys fan.
Nobody
I think
fucking likes the Cowboys.
Whiskey Jack
And if you
is
do,
a
you can.
Raiders fan,
If you like the
even-
Cowboys, you can leave this fable.
Even well,
Right
that
now.
could also.
Did y'all see that
he could-
Cowboys documentary? It was so good.
I haven't watched it.
I
but
love sports docs.
It was good.
He
I do
Holy
love a
shit.
sports doc.
he could be. a
He'd watch
Ravens fan.
basketball.
I think he would.
He wouldn't watch
appreciate-
football. He'd watch
He'd be a
basketball.
baseball guy. Whiskey Jack's a baseball guy.
You think so?
No.
He likes.
Yeah,
I
'cause it's a-
think he's gonna like the strategy of football.
That's why I think he'd like the strategy of baseball.
Maybe.
I think
I
he'd
think he'd
like
like the little
to watch
the
basketball
little intricacies.
because it's the most interesting sport.
You know who likes basketball? Quick Ben.
For sure. Well, that's because, I mean, are you saying that's because he's black?
I didn't say that.
Well, he is black.
Did you notice
right.
how I got really quiet and didn't say anything when you said that? There's a reason. There was a reason I didn't say anything. Nope, not getting involved.
I think that the Bridge Burners would love, as a whole, they'd get together and do March Madness. You know what I mean? They would be like,
I do think the
Game
Bridge Runners
7.
strike me as the type to put like a basketball hoop up in their camp. Like I could see
yeah,
that. So
Why
Like
wouldn't you have a
firefighters.
basketball hoop up in your camp?
yeah,
like
I
firefighters,
could see that.
you know?
sure.
Like firefighters.
or a lot of soldiers too. If you look at like, there's
Yeah.
it's a common thing.
Yeah.
Or just like an American. Do you not have a
Yeah.
basketball hoop?
Right.
No,
Um,
I don't have kids.
Obviously, you don't have a basketball hoop.
although you
There's
live in
no
North
world.
Carolina.
What do you mean, obviously?
I would bet thousands of dollars if I didn't know that information that you did not have a basketball hoop.
I
That's
don't
nothing
like that.
against you.
I don't like that.
I don't like that. You'd be right. I wouldn't take the bet. I did buy some rollerblades recently.
You would. Yeah, I could see that.
What do you got against
It's one of my
rollerblades, Noah?
Nothing. Dude, I loved Brink. We're the same age. We were
I didn't
bladers,
watch
bro.
Brink. I didn't watch Brink.
You didn't blade, dude, at the park? Blade at the
dude.
trick park?
Well, yeah, but not the Goofy movie, dude. X Games. Goofy movie 2.
Yeah. I haven't seen the Goofy movie in a while. You know that was like 30 years old or something this year?
Yeah. Yeah.
The first
The
Goofy
first
movie?
one?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like Will's age.
I'm 30.
Bill, you
I turned 33 in 9 days.
Soon, dude.
Jesus.
All of our birthdays are coming up. Me and Noah are
Just
turning
like
36.
Jesus. Me and Jesus.
36.
36.
6 by
man.
6, baby. 6
All
by
my
6.
dreams- All my dreams came true by the time I was 36. Isn't that crazy?
Okay, let's go. Yeah, that is crazy.
We have to get
You
back
know-
to Malazan. All right.
We
And-
do, guys. Okay, so
yes.
we're back.
Okay,
I'm
you guys
skipping
get back to
ahead.
Malazan. I'm gonna go. I'm going pee.
Go pee. Okay, so
Okay.
let's talk about. We're gonna group this bit together, and it's Gruntle, Buke, Stawny, and the Necromancers. Corbelline and Botch. Broach. Carbeline and Broach. Cobbling and Broach. Jesus, they are hard names. Not as hard as Noah makes them sound, but they are hard names.
They are weird.
What do you think about this whole situation here? Because a lot fucking happens. I don't know if we
Yeah.
get.
Are you talking about specifically like because that section's also where we get the meeting with the mass council. Do you want to cover that too?
Yeah, let's talk about that as well. Well, we can get into the Barghast as a whole. Let's get into the Barghast section as a whole.
As far as like Buke and Gruntle, I really like this story with Gruntle of like Stani and Buke like pulling him out of his misery. I think
it's so fitting.
It's
so fitting.
Well, there's a line. I think I can't remember which one it is. I can't remember if it's Buke or I think it's Buke that says it. When he's like, he didn't, but Gruntle's like, he shouldn't have done that. He shouldn't have stepped in front of the attack for me. And Buke is like, so what are you just gonna like are you going to basically make it not matter? Like your actions right now are telling me that it doesn't matter that he died, that he wasn't worth his sacrifice.
Yeah, that was so poignant and so well like articulated from his from Buke's perspective, who is such a fucking pot calling the kettle black.
Right. Well, that's kind of what Gruntle says. He's like, you're one to talk, basically, and Buke
like,
says,
don't talk to me about grief.
Buke is like, I'm mourned. I mourned. I'm fine.
He said, I'm not grieving anymore. Like, I grieved. Now I just want to die.
Right. But also in that same scene, it talks about basically Gruntle is sitting there like processing what's being said. He knows that he's right, and he looks over and sees the scars on Buke's arms from where he had dug through the debris of this tenement fire. I think the saddest part of it is that by the time he did that, it was the next day. They said it was the next day after the fire. So he already knew that his family was dead, and he was still digging.
He was searching for their corpses.
Yeah. And basically, it's kind of like Gruntle sees the scars, and it's like the thing that pushes him to get
Erickson writes these scenes in the most horrific fucking ways. Like, he throws in these little bits. There's a moment when Talk is with the Tennis-Scoury, and he's talking about the children of the dead seed, and he's talking about Annister. Is it Annister? Annister's mother. And he says she's the scariest. And he tells the story of how she became impregnated with Annister. And it's such a fucking haunting, like, it fucked with me. Like, it still kind of fucks with me. But he says, she descended on a man the day of his wedding and forced him to impregnate her while his widow screamed in the background. Which just like, that scene popped into my head without my permission, and it just lives there now. It just fucking lives there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he does that shit.
And he talks about also, in that same scene, talks about the what it takes from the women who carry these children. And it's like, they give up their humanity to do this. It's not like, basically, you can't do something this horrible and maintain your humanity.
Right. 100%.
And I think it speaks, as a lot of Erickson's work does, it speaks to the broader implications of waging war in the way these people do, and how basically
the sort of savage sacking of cities and like
like the act of, and it's not just, I mean, he explicitly talks about rape, and I think this is an interesting application of that, because like what's happening to these soldiers is by definition rape, and
they're being raped. Well, it's necrophilia and rape. So they're being raped as they die. Then they die during the consummation, and then the conception or whatever, and then they rape their dead bodies, which is also necrophilia. So it's like this compound. The fact that this is not based on any historical event also really is like,
not specifically anyway.
It's like, wow, dude, he just came up with this shit.
I'm afraid of Steven Erickson. I'll be honest with you. I really want him to come on so we could talk to him, and I'm also like really afraid to talk to him.
I think he's probably like a weird brilliant. I bet he has like a weird brilliance, like
I could see that.
unsettling.
Like he's like, you'd want to listen to him, but you wouldn't want to hang out with him.
Yeah, maybe. You're like, right. I don't know, man.
I would listen to you teach a course, but I don't want to have coffee with you. you know.
I'd love to have coffee with the guy just to pick his brain about the origins of this.
I'd want to share an iced vanilla latte with him, but it's one, and we each have a straw.
And then the straw slowly meets and you kiss. Yeah, it's like the spaghetti from Lady and the Tramp.
But then I pull the straw out, and he finds out that he was actually just drinking out of my mouth because it's just one straw. And then I'll say, "You got
that's
pogged.
horrible.
You got pogged. That's for killing those kids at the dead house gates."
Yeah. Also, let's talk about yeah. No, it's very interesting how much you dislike Dark Age as a book for the atrocities featured in it.
So okay. So I actually was talking. So someone was messaging me on Instagram this weekend because they were finishing Dead House Gates and they were talking about the kids like getting crucified and stuff. And my explanation for Dark Age was it doesn't feel earned in Dark Age. Like
also, I'm sorry, just to cut it. I haven't read Dark Age, but I can say there's a difference in exploiting that imagery and giving it gravity.
Yeah,
like there's a difference in those two things.
Will was worried I was going to get too long of a monologue in there.
I can see that it does both. I can see that it exploits it for drama, but it also there is gravity to it. It's not like it's just a one-off.
Sure.
No, continue. I'm sorry I cut you off.
But don't spoil. Obviously, don't spoil what we're talking about.
I won't say exactly what it is.
If you've read Dark Age, you know exactly what we're talking about.
Dark Age, it feels more like a shock. It's there for shock value more than it was earned to be there. Whereas Malazan, I feel like we are slowly building. Dark Age, it's out of nowhere. It just happens out of nowhere.
I think it was,
and that doesn't happen with Erickson. Like feels, you feel that dread coming, and then you're like, yeah, this kind of felt like it was coming. Where in Dark Age, it's like, what the fuck? Like, that's right. That's what we're doing. So yeah, it just felt different.
I do think it was a hat pull for Pierce Brown.
Yeah, that was a big time hat pull. I would like that book so much better. It's not that, obviously I don't like when stuff like that happens in a book, but for that to be used,
you have stuff like that in your own book.
Yeah. But my hope is that it builds to it. It's not like there was no build up. It was just like thrown in there as like trying to pull like an emotion out of you, and I just don't like that.
You're not the only person that I've talked to that like really like struggled with that moment for sure.
Yeah, and it's not so much the content of what happened. It's more how it was used, why it was an issue for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's very graphic and kind of unnecessarily brutal. But anyway, so moving into the horrors of war, I think Stephen Erickson really does explore that in a way that other authors, even when they try, like you see George R.R. Martin talk about war and the horrors of war and its impact, but you really only see that on the impact of nobility for the most part. You don't really see its impact on the people. And that's what I love about Erickson is he really roots you in the lives of the everyday, the common soldier, the peasant, the mother, like you're rooted in these characters that are intensely more relatable than the son of a duke or,
well, very few.
It's really interesting.
Very few of our POV characters in Malazan are protected, like a protected class. The closest might be Perrin, who voluntarily leaves that and goes to
right.
That's interesting. So I think it's a choice. We don't get the perspective of kings and emperors and all that.
Yeah, we follow. You kind of follow
the everyday people down to like the dregs. Like
the might be
really I mean the people who are like the highest up that we get their perspective is like Dujak probably like consistently.
Generals who are
you don't often even get in Rake's head. A little here and there, but like Rake is more seen at a distance even.
Yeah.
So I think that's an intentional choice. I think he's positioning us to sympathize with the common people.
Yeah, I think that's amazing. The big thing that Gruntle goes through is losing Harlow. We also we see some contrast there, and I think it's a cultural contrast. If anything, we see Hatan and Kafal reacting to their brother's death, and they mourn him, but they're there on a mission. They're like, we're going to do our fucking mission. But we also see their other brother fight Trots later on. And so let's talk about the Barghast. Let's get them.
I love the Barghast.
They are dope. We learn a lot about the Barghasts here, and I think some things of note. One, they constantly send their people to try to get access to their elders, and the Kapistan Mass Council are a bunch of pieces of shit, and they're like, no. And so they just like every year send a contingency to go ask formally, can we please come here on a pilgrimage? And they're like, no, but this time Hatan and Kafal are like, if you tell us no, we're going to kill all of you. And I don't think they're like, do you see what's who is it? It's Akovian. Akovian's like, one, we're not going to help. Two, you're going to get your men killed because Kafal is obviously a mage of some sort. Mm-hmm. And that's that smoke, and that you don't want none of that smoke, because two Ka'el hunters entered that smoke, happen. And those two lived. So I don't know, dude. Like,
I love the whole. Are we talking about the Trots thing?
Yeah, let's talk about the Trots thing. That duel is
so good. It's
so good.
Good, dude.
That's and the kind of duel you'd like to see, you'd like to read about.
So, what I love about the duel so much, not only do we get an awesome duel, but then we get the thing with Mal at the end. It's like, Mal's like, well, I'm going to die. He's like, well, okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Worth it. He's like, worth it. Worth it. I like
that even in universe, Perrin is like, what the fuck is with these guys?
I love when he talks to Squint, not Squint. It's, what's his name? Sightless? It's the guy, something weird.
The bow guy?
Well, Squint's the bow guy, but he's in Aran.
That's a different guy. That's the Deadhouse Gates guy. And he's talking to one of the bridge burners, Seamless or Sightless or something weird. And he's like, hey, man. He like tries to punish him or something. He's like, oh, well, I wouldn't do...
The messenger guy.
He's like, the messenger from the other bridge burners. He's like, hey, just so you know, Perrin, they got some Cussers handy.
They have some Cussers.
And so they're gonna blow out of here. If something goes bad with Trots, we're ready. And he's like, why are they sending you to tell me that? And he's like, well, I don't know. I'm not really a part of it. And he's like, well, what if I were to reprimand you? And he's like, oh, I wouldn't do that. Last guy who did that, I broke his neck.
Yeah.
And it's like,
what Perrin actually says is, maybe this time I should kill the messenger just to rid myself of your stupidity. That's what he says.
And he's like, oh, I wouldn't do that.
He's like, oh, I wouldn't do that.
Last captain who tried to fight me, I broke his neck. Yeah. Or no, he didn't even say I broke his neck. He said he ended up with his neck broken.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And it's like so matter of fact. These bridge burners, dude. I think we get a disservice that we don't have. I want like a 5-novel prequel series just following the exploits of the bridge burners, because we don't get like,
you get so much.
There's a whole story we miss
in book 2 here. You get so much bridge burner lore, because you also get the flashback, which is that the first like in text flashback that we've had. I think it is, but the flashback
is it the Whiskey Jack story telling?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wait, telling Rick when he tells Rick. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the way it's written in the text, it's not like dialogue. It literally changes to like POV of Whiskey Jack, 20 years ago or whatever.
That's right.
And I think it's the first time that we've had one of those, like an actual flashback.
It isn't a prologue. Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting, and you get so much bridge burner lore through that too. Like
Oh
these
my
guys,
god, I love that
fuck
whole.
around.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about this here in a second, but I love
well, we can go into
hearing
Bargas.
the
I'm just
origin
like
of
pointing out like the bridge burners.
Quick Ben
We
story.
get a lot of good bridge burner stuff here.
I love that Trotz goes and fights, but he fights like a Malazan soldier. So like they're expecting this like tribal duel, and he's like shield, sword,
and,
and, he's just like,
and armor.
and he's just like, yeah, he's like, I ain't fucking doing that. But the little dude is like, the way I picture him fighting is very like, I feel like there's a Street Fighter character, or not Blanca. Maybe he's like the like, he might be Middle Eastern or Indian.
Is it the weird knives guy?
The guy with the red paint on him. Street Fighter, red paint. Is he Indian? Yes.
I'm not a Street Fighter guy, so I'm not sure.
Oh. This guy, fucking Dalsum. And he's got like red stripes on his head.
Okay.
Yes.
But he kind of is like, he kind of like dances. Like, that's how I picture this dude, this little guy. Who's like 12?
14, I think 14.
14?
Yeah.
Wait, I know who Maurice would play. He would play Zenyatta.
He would like Zenyatta in Overwatch.
Zenyatta in Overwatch. Like Zenyatta.
The most annoying character to fight against. Yeah. You would like Zenyatta. He's kind of a glass cannon type.
I love that. Yeah. He looks sick.
See? I knew it.
The balls, dude. Those balls floating around his head. I am a sucker like for some monks, dude. I do love some monks.
Oh, monks are awesome.
He's like a robot monk.
Yeah. I play... when I play D&D, I've done monks a couple times.
Really? That surprises me. Monks. I wouldn't have thought that.
You play monk?
I like monks.
We can't use it as...
Don't say. Go ahead. Do it.
That's fucking straight of you, dude.
No, dude, monks are awesome. What are you talking about? Monks kick ass.
Monks are cool. I just don't picture you playing monk.
What do you think I'm playing? What was your guess?
I would think paladin.
This is gonna get very insulting.
Why?
It doesn't have to be insulting, Noah. Not everything has to be a dig.
I can see you trying to play. You want to be like a ranger.
Trying?
Because you like in your head.
No, you're a ranger.
You're kind of like
you're either a ranger or a fighter. Noah.
No, I'm a fucking tank, bro.
He's a fighter. A barbarian.
And I just see you as like a mysterious ranger. You know? Like,
no, you think I'm the guy who's like every character has like a black cloak that hides his face, and
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Actually, I never play rogues like ever in anything. I hate playing.
I like playing a rogue.
Playing
a trickster
based classes.
So you have to have a good DM to play.
I have so in my lit RPG. Do you know I have a fat rogue?
You did tell me that you had a fat rogue.
Yeah. He's funny, dude. Pip. And he's a rogue noble, but very overweight.
That's funny. No,
but he's a fantastic rogue.
I have played a paladin. I've played monk. Unfortunately, I haven't played
Kings of the Wild.
I have not enjoyed.
Yes, Kings of the Wild is very.
Yeah. He's fat. I have not gotten to play as much D&D as I would like to, but I have. I've done paladin. I've done monk. I think I've done like
what was your birth month on my post?
Arcane mage.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I don't do a ton of magic stuff either. I tend to prefer sword and board or like a physical class. So,
I'm a DPS guy, so it's wizard and fighter for me, or druid. I do love a druid.
It is.
I love
funny
to overwhelm the DM with summonings. I'm a summoning guy also.
That's fair. I'm doing a Baldur's Gate 3 like co-op playthrough right now, and for that I did do a ranger actually. And you're gonna I
don't even have to fucking this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. People don't like that I know. People don't like that I know, but then I know.
I didn't realize I had done this until after I had made the character. Okay, but like I made a drow ranger without even realizing.
Does he wear a hood?
Well, oh my god! So you made Drist Or
no, he's a very different character. But like, I did do the Drow Ranger. And I didn't
it's almost
realize
like Power Ranger.
Are you using single-handed crossbows?
No, I'm using a longbow. I have the we're in Act 2 right now. I have the Titan. What's it called? Titan something longbow. Because we fucked up a quest and I couldn't get the really good crossbow. And
I love the handheld crossbows, dude.
I went with I had the longbow, but I do have the dual swords. But it's a long sword and a.
Well, when you can multi-attack with a fucking longbow, it's outrageous.
Yeah, well, I have 3 attacks right now, and so I mean, yeah, it's
Legolas style shit, dude. That's why Legolas is so deadly.
But the rest, so it's me and 2 of my buddies, and one of them's monk, and one of them is a druid, and so it's an interesting party comp. We have
if you're listening still, we're only an hour in. This one hasn't been so crazy. But if y'all are listening, we did talk about doing a BG3 run with the 3 of us and a buddy of mine. So, like, if y'all are interested in that, we were talking and kind of thinking about doing it, and all of us would pick a fictional character to base our character on, and then RP as that fictional character. I
call it Covian.
We might need what'd you say?
We do Malazan.
Covian. We could do Malazan. We could do all
that. Could
Malazan.
Be fun. We might have to do some mods to make that work, but we could probably make it happen. I don't know.
Just be Kroot, dude.
I don't want to roleplay. Oh, dude, a bard?
Oh my god!
Just be a chubby little bard.
He would be a bard, I think.
He'd be a wizard, wouldn't he? I feel like he'd be a wizard.
Oh, maybe. Wizards are pretty intense in BG3.
Extremely high charisma. So
yeah.
He would be a charisma based.
You'd be doing our charisma rolls.
No, he probably would be a bard, honestly. Or like you might do like a dual class,
warlock,
like a bard wizard or bard warlock or something. Yeah.
Multi-class. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A bard, because he is a storyteller, so that's a big part of Kroot.
I think he would have to be a bard, like a bard primarily, and then you add like warlock on or something.
Yeah, because that's also charisma based or whatever, or sorcerer, bard sorcerer, because sorcerers are also charisma based.
Sorcerers, yeah, but then you gotta fuck with spell slots and stuff.
Yeah, Noah is like, he's a paladin who uses all of his spell slots for smite. Like, that's 100%.
That's all you need, baby.
Okay, that's all we were talking about Barghast. We're talking about Barghast.
We also so like they go in there, they finally get these people. We learn that the Barghast are descended from Talana Mas, and they were a seafaring Talana Mas who got the call to go to the ritual and just were too late. So they showed up, the ritual was done, they were like, all right, let's fuck these Thelamin and start a whole new group of people. And they, at some point in their history, diverged and split into the Barghast that we know, and I think the Trells were mentioned, which is Mappo. They're mentioned kind of loosely at some point. And the Moranth, who are, we know the Moranth, they accepted alchemy, they got, I don't know, narrower, and they now wear chitness armor and bug masks.
Yeah, and they also blow shit up. So
they blow shit up, baby. That's alchemy. Yeah.
Yep. So
that's we learn a lot of history here about the Barghast and the I love that he does that too, because it's been 300,000 years. These people have become whole new different types of people now, based on their environments, based on where they are like living. It's so cool that he did that, and we got to see that, like, it's not etymology. What is it? It's like some ancestry.
No, it's not etymology. It'd be like genealogy.
Etymology's words.
Genealogical would be like, you know, their ancestry.
Yeah.
But then they have an evolutionary divergence, you know, where they
That's
split.
So cool. That's so. We also see here the elder Barghast spirits are freed, and so now their gods are free, but they're still stuck in Kapistan. I don't get how they're trapped. I don't really understand how they're trapped. Does anybody have insight on that?
How they're trapped?
Yeah, like, why are they trapped beneath in Kapistan? Why can't they travel like other spirits and other gods.
Their barrows, isn't it? Because their barrows were destroyed when they built Capistan. That's what I understood.
So they need to get their bodies somewhere, and then when they put their yeah, and they're like in defiled ground or something like that.
That's what I understood. Now I could be wrong, but that's what I understood.
I like that. That's cool.
But they get them back. They do. They get them back, and they're in their canoes. That was interesting. It was
yeah, and they had all the carvings of like their histories on the canoes, which was pretty cool.
Yep.
Moving on from them, because that's very interesting. I do want to talk about the duel and the results of the duel,
which is interesting. Yeah.
Talk about tension.
Yeah,
that's pretty stressful.
It's like they still might kill you. And it's like,
yeah.
Well, okay. What the fuck did we do all that for?
I mean, I genuinely didn't know who was going to win. First of all, that was good. And of course, we end up basically in a draw because Trots cuts the kid open, but he crushes his windpipe.
Yeah,
at the same time. And they're like, well, one of them, who dies first? And then they're like, they're doing some kind of dark magic to keep him alive.
I like how they're all just waiting to see who dies.
Yeah.
Okay, can I just say the bridge burners cheated here for sure. Like using
that's kind of their MO though.
Using a healer feels like cheating to me. Like,
I mean, the other guy could have been healed if he hadn't had a killing blow.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I've always understood that with duels, you kind of just like stay back and wait. You can't go in there and give them...
I mean, how much you know about Barghast duel rules?
It's a fair point. Barghast duels, almost nothing.
Well, I think you're
fantasy
right.
duels a fair bit.
I think you're right, and I think what they did was they all rushed in. They kind of created like this distraction. So I think that was they are cheating. 100% they're cheating, and they're like, "Fuck it," like.
What you expect?
The results here are kind of like it's weighed in one direction. The scales are tipped. If we lose, we all die, and they all die because we're gonna fight. If they lose, everybody lives. So it's like cheating for a good reason, also. I think.
Except that the Barghast kill each other like without a whole lot of thought. They're just killing each other in duels like, all the time.
They are those people. They are people. What's up with? I love that now. Trots, I guess, is just in charge.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He becomes the leader of. At least the indication was that he at least is now the leader of the bridge burners. But I'm a little unclear of which groups of the Barghast he now is supposedly in charge of.
None. He is just he has his own tribe.
And it's the tribe.
So he's now on the council. They are the bridge burners, and he has to be the de facto leader. He has to look like he's leading them to the other Barghast so that they're like, this is a sham. So that they aren't you're fucking lying.
Yeah. So it's like, would he be in charge when they get back to Dujak's army? Maybe not, but he is at the very least in charge for now.
Yeah, because they gotta look like a clan or a tribe.
I liked how Perrin was like, "Yep, that works for me. Have fun with it."
Yeah, honestly, chill, dude. This has been exhausting. Yeah, I'll take the break.
Perrin's like, "My tummy hurts. You're in charge."
Yeah. Everybody's getting so sick of his tummy hurting.
Also, can we acknowledge the fact that Trots also has a nickname after a stomach virus, which is very funny to me.
What is that?
Isn't like Trots? Isn't that what the name comes from? Is
the Trots
like shit himself?
We don't know what the Trots are.
Okay,
Trots are
if you
when
have
you
the
have,
Trots, it's
diarrhea.
when you have diarrhea because you're trotting back.
Must be a Southern people thing.
Well, Erickson is Canadian, so probably not. But that is.
I don't even know what if he doesn't mean it like that. He just like the name Trots.
I'm pretty sure he does. I'm pretty sure it's said in book 1 that he does. That's why he's named that.
It might.
He's got the shits.
Because he had the shits.
Am I right about that?
Let me see.
You have to Google everything because if we do it, we could be spoiled.
Yeah.
The Trots. I've never heard that phrase in my life.
Really?
Good thing I didn't get Trots' name tattooed on me.
Just a tramp stamp right above your ass. The Trots.
I'm getting a Covian tattooed on my chest.
Nice.
You should, dude.
That'll probably make more sense to me after we read this book, because right now I'm like...
Shield Anvil, dude.
He's cool, but I don't know that he's worth the tattoo.
He's worth it, dude.
Yeah, Guardians of the Moon.
Yeah, that's
wait. No, he's. Do we learn that?
I had the impression he runs the moon his name because he shit himself. That was what I understood.
Yeah, he had diarrhea, and Hedge says it. It was not given. He's like, well, he wasn't given the name because he likes jogging.
Yeah, right.
Hedge said.
right.
So yeah, diarrhea, 100%, 100%.
Belly problems
stomach issues
are
common
theme.
Yeah.
Which, in fairness, in a world that's like this, like technologically, having a stomach virus is a big deal. You know, you can, like it could be incapacitating.
It could kill you. Yeah. I mean, okay, so let's talk about Buke also. And I mean, I just put this on here. Is Buke fucked? Because Buke is playing with fire, and like I know that he's like the guy who won't die, but I'm like.
I mean, he's messing with some necromancers that are pretty freaking strong. So Gruntle certainly seems to think he's dead. He's a dead man. So
dead man walking.
Yeah. Dead man also walking. I like that he's like seems like a pretty honorable dude, and he's like we got to figure out what's going on. We got to because they're killing people, you know. And Gruntle's basically like, who cares if they're killing people? They're all gonna die in a few days anyway. Like,
right.
You know.
Grundle's like
just saving them from being eaten just by the tennis guy.
Right. And I like that Gruntle does all of that he does in the next book, which we'll get to next week. All still believing that everybody's gonna die.
It's just easier to think that way. Then it's a pleasant surprise.
Yeah. Let's talk about we've danced around these two a little bit, but Hatan is the horniest character introduced so far in this series. And I really, really, really love the way that Erickson uses humor. I think, one, so many scenes are just fucking funny. Like, in very serious things that go funny directions. One of those is Kovian's vows, which I think are hilarious, and Hatan is really trying to break them, but only half-heartedly. And Kovian is just fucked up with it. He is just not.
He's so like, embarrassed too. He's like
so
he's
stressed.
He's very funny.
And then his boss, the Mortal Sword, is like, "I need you to get this information from her, whatever that means, whatever that takes." He's like, "I have a vow."
Any way possible.
He's like, "And I'm your boss, and you do what I say." And he's like, "Okay, do we? Is that resolved here, or is that resolved in the next few chapters?"
No, it's not resolved. It's just it kind of leaves off with
what's the last thing we hear?
Him being told like you may have to break your vows.
And he's just so upset. He's so upset about it. You know, he's a devout man. He's like, Finner wouldn't want me to get my horns wet. You know,
which I think is hilarious because Hatan tells him like, "Do you think the god of war is like opposed to having
against
sex?"
a fucking? That's crazy. He's like, what?
I like that the concept is so foreign to her that she's like, "This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard." What are you talking about?
Yeah, stop being an idiot. Like, get in here. But I love. Is it here that she? Oh, is another thing I just saw. That she's like. I think, does he go to her yet? In here,
Kovian? He has not yet.
Okay. Cool. So we'll talk about that scene next week. And we'll continue that. But there is something we missed. We are, because of the Barghast, we're introduced to the other Tista Eater.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The gray-skinned, who we already know about.
Coming up. Yeah.
They keep coming up, and they were basically seafaring terrors.
Yeah.
Who we know them previously because they were the people that they found on the Solanda who had beheaded all the Tista Andi and were keeping them alive, all their bodies and stuff. So, what's up with these Tista Eater and fuck these guys?
Yeah, they seem like bad news. I think it's interesting because, like, all of our exposure to the Tista Andi so far, like, yeah, they're intimidating, but they're also, like, pretty aloof and not super harmful, like typically, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like they're there. Like if you bring them into a fight, they're dangerous, and like, but how much of that is just Rake being really dangerous? You know what I mean? Like, so
well, we do see Rake say, "Hey, you're allowed to unveil your warrens to stop Calor," and people they're like, "Well, we could if we do that, we could destroy the entire continent."
Yeah, so like, they have some power. They obviously have some power. But like they're not like malicious. We haven't seen any evidence that they're like out
the
here. The
way Lister reads some of these characters doesn't jive with how I read them initially. I think it's fine interpretation, but when she's like, "Are you serious? We could destroy the whole thing," and Rake's like, "Well, I don't know. I don't know how to kill him. This may be it. Okay." I'm like, that is so not how I see Rake operating, but it's really funny that like to imagine Rake screaming at Corlat about.
I'm very interested to see how Michael Page reads these characters because they're very different narrators, and so
Michael Page, he did First Law, or
no, he did Gentleman Bastards, and he does a great job in those audiobooks. He does a great job of putting like emotion into his dialogue and stuff. So I'm very curious how he's going to read these characters.
Both are stellar narrators, honestly. So
honestly, I wonder what happened. I've really enjoyed Lister's work. I mean, who knows? He could have gotten sick or something. I mean, it could be a million different reasons he didn't continue. But
it's unknown.
That sounds like maybe a pay dispute or contract dispute kind of situation. But you know, Michael Page is really, really good. The Gentleman Bastards audiobooks are excellent. So
yeah, they are.
I think he'll be
the third. It was very good. And that was the
I haven't finished I haven't done the third one yet. I have only done the first two. So I'm not rushing through that series because there's no fourth book yet.
Can't.
So like
there's no fourth book yet. The second is probably my favorite. I love the second.
The first one's so good. It's so iconic.
It's so good, dude. I wanted to kick his ass. Scott Lynch. Oh, I wanted to kick his ass.
The first book has some like I think the first book hits the emotional highs better than the second book. But the second book,
the ending of book 2 is fucking.
The ending is rough, and like the second book it's a very different type of story. It's like sprawling, like
oh my god,
story.
the first book is like that moment at the end where he's like, I just have to until. Oh my god! What a moment! Dude. What a moment! Dude. What a great way to make him.
You read
like,
that?
You
didn't listen to it then? You didn't listen to the audio of that particular scene?
Yeah, I read it,
dude. I have the audiobook. I'm going to record that scene like the way it is, and you'll see why I think he's going to be really good for Malazan.
Hell yeah, I'm excited.
Dude,
oh my god, what a moment!
He did a great job.
Jesus.
They're
both the first two are so good. The third is my least favorite of the series. So most just know that going in. Say that. I would like direct your expectations that way, but I love those first two books.
What Scott Lynch is doing, apparently, from what I've understood, his plan has been to start that series very like kind of small scope in terms of like the one city and the very few characters, and then grow it into an epic fantasy by the fourth or fifth book. He has a plan.
That makes sense. I know he went through a really extreme depressive episode, and that he kind of had a mental breakdown, and I think had a divorce. I don't know if he got divorced, but
no, they didn't get divorced, but he had a very well publicized strife within his marriage that you can go read about if you want to find it. It's out there. But yeah, he went through a lot. But for what it's worth, people who are fans of that series, apparently he does have completed first drafts of book 4 and 3 novellas. So I guess the plan
I didn't know he had a completed draft. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. So I guess the plan is to use the 3 novellas to bridge the gap from book 3 to 4. I guess the thought is like, it's just been so long out of the limelight, they have to reintroduce the series to people.
Yeah, well, and he's probably got to get online. They did they got new editions that were beautiful. They're gorgeous new editions.
The
old covers were not bad.
Oh, is it the blue?
Like the blue?
Yeah. I'm
that's
really partial.
Barnes and Noble.
I'm really partial to those old covers, like the original, not original. The original covers are actually different, but the
one with the dock,
ones, the green with the dock and the gold lettering. Yeah, I love that.
I do like those, in the guy standing on the pillar in the background.
I randomly found this at half price the other day. So I have them all in paperback, but I randomly found this at half price. It's like one of the original runs.
Oh my god!
Hardcover in like it's great shape.
It's gorgeous. Dude. It's gorgeous too. I love that cover. That like the burning ships. Oh, the hard thing about the second one is how, God, you just want to punch Locke in the face.
Yeah, he's kind of insufferable for a lot of the book.
Yeah,
it's a second printing. Second printing. So it's not a first, it's a second printing.
Wow, though. That's pretty good. That's crazy. I hope he finishes it. I don't know what's going on with like Rothfuss, and I know that George R. R. Martin is just the slowest human being in the planet.
Martin also has to.
Sorry, guys.
You were gone?
Yeah, he had to take a phone call.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. What happened?
I'm just having a lot of work issues today. So if you guys see me in and out, if you're on Spotify, you won't even notice. But if you're on YouTube, you're gonna see my screen go off.
To sum up that discussion, we get back to Malazan and a writer who actually finishes his books. George R. R. Martin has also
like a gangbuster, dude.
As of the most recent update on that book, apparently he said it's at like 1,400 pages, and it's like 2/3 done. And I'm like, George, just end the book. Just end the book. Like it's too long.
Give us half, dude.
It. Right. Yeah. Split it into 2 volumes. End the book. but apparently, yeah, that's where that stands. But no, I
keep having that problem where I'm writing book 2 and I'm like, oh, it's getting longer. You know, everything is longer than I thought it was going to be. Everything. So it's like this book is getting longer and longer. I'm like, can I split it? And I'm like, no, I wrote a full arc. I need to finish it. Yeah. I need to. Oh, okay. Let's talk about Malazan. I can't talk about my stress.
What have you guys been talking about?
We did talk about Malazan. We did.
We got a lot of Malazan. Why aren't you listening? Anyway,
we also did.
I'm wired.
We also did get off on a tangent about Gentlemen Bastards, because we were talking about the upcoming audiobook narrator,
Ralph Lister. So, yeah, we're getting the guy. What's his name?
Michael Page.
Michael Page is coming in.
He goes
books 4 through 10. Lister leaves the series
of Gentlemen Bastards.
No. He did Gentlemen Bastards, and he's also doing books 4 through 10 of Malazan.
Lister did First Law. Page did.
No.
First Law.
Pacey.
Oh, that's who I thought we were getting.
Ralph Lister did. Let me find him here.
He did the new Andrew.
He's doing Chance's book. He's doing Chance's book. Yeah, he does Andrew's.
No, he's not.
He does
Simon
Ironbound.
Simon Vance is doing Chance's book.
I'm thinking of Lister does Ironbound, right?
Yeah. I bought that. I haven't listened to it
Lister
yet.
He's done Shogun. He did do Ironbound. He's done a number of lit RPGs. Rune Seekers.
Oh, he did an Andy Pelican book.
Oh, he did?
Apparently.
That's cool. He's done
on his list.
A lot of like Athon titles, actually, for what I can see here.
Talk about big name narrators, huh, boys?
We can't talk about the other one yet.
No, you can't.
He did China Mieville. Oh God,
China Mayville.
China Melville.
Yeah, Melville. It's not Melville. Mieville.
It's whatever I want it to be.
One of her books. He's done a lot of stuff. Honestly, he's on Audible. His credits are 19 pages.
Yeah, that's what you want for your narrator.
Yeah.
Michael Page.
He's done a lot too.
I can't wait for y'all to hear my narrator.
I'm excited.
Is it good?
No information. But I'm excited. We haven't. I'm so excited. And then, we can't say anything.
You can't say anything. Neither one of you can say anything. So
damn.
I mean, I can't say names or anything, but I can say there's an audiobook coming for my book. Sure. That's fine.
Well, we all know that.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't want to give any information that you.
I just always
yourself,
say. Oh yeah, I mean I haven't given away publisher or narrator or anything. Yeah, no, I heard the test clips.
That good?
My characters.
Was it fun,
cool, dude?
Yeah.
Cool. I will say this: it's very. When I wrote it, I didn't envision it as an American accent, but I like it.
Oh my god!
I like
Is it American?
A good narrator can make up for a lot of that stuff. You know, like you have your picture in your head of it, but like a really good narrator's not going to matter.
And like I think it's fun. It's like everybody goes British on sword and board like fantasy stuff. It's just like I like
specifically for an American narrator for mine.
Yeah, I like
because I wrote. I'm an American. I didn't write a Western or a I didn't write a European fantasy.
There's no use when I write favorite or color.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's so interesting. I imagine both of your books with a British narrator for because it's that style.
I did originally, but I was, podium. When they nobody's gonna catch that. Just don't bring attention to it. When they were talking to me, they're pitching it like American to me. I was like, yeah, I can see that. And then they asked like, who's your favorite narrator? I'm like, well, Michael Kramer. They're like, well, this is American. I was like, you're right. Wheel Time is American.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert Jordan's American.
Michael Kramer does it. And so Stormlight's all Michael Kramer too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Stormlight, that's what I've heard him do. Why am I feeling like, no way? Is that really?
Yeah. American.
Crazy.
And the Name of the Wind, I wouldn't have thought, Nick Podell, who does Name of the Wind, he's American. You don't think of that book as an American voice, but
yeah.
No.
Well, actually, it's funny you mentioned that. On the flip side of that is, we mentioned Michael Page and Gentleman Bastards. I had no idea Scott Lynch was an American. I thought for sure that man was British, because that book sounds British as hell to me. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Not only American, he's from like the Midwest.
Yeah.
Like the most American.
Wow.
I thought for sure it was British
people love British shit. Like,
I think, but this is what I'm realizing this is.
I know, I want to actually fight against that.
If I'm listening to an audiobook.
Yeah, same.
And I hear the narrator has either American or a British accent, I just assume the author is also whatever that is. I'm realizing that now that I've just done that. I've just assumed that he's British because Michael Page is British.
Well, you can assume that I'm American with my American accent.
There you go. Yeah. Okay, guys, we're back, and we're talking about the gods and power structures, and I'm going to go over everybody and what we know up to this point, and I want to discuss. So we got Karul. We learned that Karul's blood is magic. His magic has created the Warrens. That's how fucking all your new gods, they're living in his blood, baby. And then Trake and Fenner. Trake is also called Treach. That name is used interchangeably. Why? I don't fucking know. It confused the shit out of me in my first read. And I was like, Erickson, why would you do this? But it probably makes sense. Like, there probably is historical context for, like, God and Allah are the same dude. It's like,
even within, like, using, as Abrahamic, but using Christianity, Yahweh and Yeshua and, like, God are all the same being.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, dude. So it's like, it is. So Trake and Treach are the Tiger of Summer. He was a soul taken. He is ascending to godhood, it seems. We don't know what the fuck that means because we already have a god of war. But who says we can't have more than one? I don't know. But we did see Fenner get legit pulled from into the mortal plane by Heboric in Book 2, Deadhouse Gates.
Yep.
So we actually have some insight into why everything's going all fucking sideways for the tusked boar. Hood and Hood's Herald. Hood is making moves, man. That guy's like, I feel like he's like the general of one side.
Yeah.
And he's crowding, he's like, what is it? Corralling all these children. Trying to get them to like, guys, listen, the crippled god is fucking coming. And we need to be ready. And they're all like, doing their shit. The crippled god.
Can you do that again for me?
The crippled god recruited Gethel, who is Gothos' brother, after Hood fucking ousted Gethel because he had ambition of his own and he showed it and he was like, yeah, fuck you.
He also got his shit handed to him.
He did by what's his name? Barclovian. Barcalian. That dude's name is sick. I love that name.
The Mortal Sword. Yeah,
the Mortal Sword of Fennec.
And he was like, "Hey, why don't you come over and hang out with us?" And he like whipped his sword out and
pow!
His face off.
Yeah, like half his face is just like hanging.
Well, that scene was also awesome because then the eye masks pop up, and he's like
3 bone casters.
Yeah, and basically, Gethel is like, "Are you really gonna fight the God of Death?" And he's like, "Why don't you ask the God of Death if he wants to fight us?" And then Hood,
they were like,
Gethel out of, he just like
get out of there. He's like, I am not fighting them. But then Gethel said something when he gets ousted. He gets thrown into the crippled god's warren. He's like, get the fuck out of here. He's like, dismissed. But Gethel says, I now know who you are, Hood. Which is very interesting. We don't know what the fuck that means.
I have a theory.
But
can I give my theory considering how well the last one went? Okay.
Yeah.
My theory is it's, and I know like they've said he died, but my theory is it's Dassam Ultor. Because he was Hood's like representative in the mortal plane.
Yeah.
They were
Hood's
fighting, like disagreeing, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was killed. My assumption is that he was not actually killed and that he ascended to Hood's place.
Awesome. I'm going to say the classic.
Raffo.
Read and find out. Yeah, Raffo, baby. I like that. That's a lot better theory than...
it's a lot better, right? I'm getting better.
Than Dujek's one arm. Yeah, I was really hoping that would be it. In fact,
this is
just going to repeat that.
What if we never find out what happened to Dujek's one arm?
We already did.
know what happened to it, actually. It was explained
what happened to it?
Clearly what happened to it.
Bulk, Burke. He's a lot of BK names. Bolt. With BT. Bolt cut it off.
Mm-hmm.
And then he slashed Bolt's face open.
Mm-hmm.
But then nobody did anything with the arm, though.
No, I think
it's never mentioned if anything was with the arm.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably pickled.
That's what I'm wondering.
In Puss basement,
I was wondering if maybe did it ascend?
Did the arm ascend? Yeah, maybe.
They said jade arm that turned Heberic.
Oh, yeah, Heberic has it now.
Yeah,
that is Dujek's one arm. That's really it was under our noses the whole time. So the crippled god recruits Gethel, and then the crippled god recruits Calor because fuck Calor,
dude, he's the worst.
He is the worst.
You mentioned this before, but like this is the one time I've seen Erickson write a character that has no redeeming qualities. Like this guy's just bad all around, bad person.
What is so insane in the fandom is how many people love Calor.
Oh, that's just being contrarian. That's all that is.
Well, I think he's a great character. He's a great.
Do people really like him?
I think he's a great foil. It's like you liking Lysander. It's very
like the Empire did nothing wrong, like in Star Wars. Like people like to do that, but like nobody really believes that the Empire would have been a better choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you watch the movies, you don't really believe that. It's just like a fun contrarian take.
I'm gonna sit here and tell you, I've read all of them.
I
fuck Calor. I read all the books and I'm like, fuck Calor. He's a great character, but fuck that guy. We need to start fuck Calor.
We get his first little POV section, and he literally spends the time reminiscing about how he killed millions of people. Like,
yes, he's a bad dude. He's a sucky bad dude.
Basically, gets offered a free.
Oh man, and I don't know something about him. He's also like extremely powerful. I don't know how. Do we still have Will?
I can hear you. Can you hear
me? There he is.
Yeah, sorry, my connection reset. I could hear you the whole time.
Okay, good deal.
Basically, he's very powerful, but he also is handed basically a free ascendancy to become the High King of Chains. And instead, he's like, actually, I want a condition that I get to kill a teenager. And just and
man, that is not good.
There was
it's not good.
Like, there was no, he didn't have to do that.
No, the crippled god is like,
he wanted to.
He really wants to kill her.
So yeah.
Yeah. Why does he want it? Why do you think he wants to kill her so bad, Will?
Oh, because he recognizes that one of the Night Chill, the person at Night Chill, is the Sister of Long Nights, or whatever the title was, and he hates her because she tried to foil his plans and cursed him.
You know that is the theory, right? That is not.
Oh, I know it's a theory, but like it seems pretty clear to me. I could be wrong, but that's my theory. Is that at the very least that's what he believes, that that's who that is, and that he hates her because of the role she played in bringing him down. So
interesting.
And he views killing Silver Fox as a way to like permanently kill her, I guess.
Right. If that is true, then that would be the way for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because she's right an immortal body.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's my current working theory anyway, is that's why he wants to kill her so bad. It could also be that he just is afraid of the Talana mask. That's possible too.
Doesn't want to give her control over all the Talana mask.
I think like a reasonable fear that everyone seems to have is like, if she is eventually in charge of all of them, how do you stop her? Like what could you possibly do against that army if they're united under a single banner?
I mean, it's how Kellanved.
Yeah, I mean, Kellanved ruled 7 cities basically just with that, and it was just the threat of them. He used them once, and then the threat of their presence was enough to keep the rest of 7 cities in line.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. Exactly. Okay, we have discussed a lot. What we need to talk about is there is this impending war with the gods behind this whole thing. Like, there are these grand machinations that are happening, and he's doing like a slow reveal of this plot line. Like, we're not getting all of it at once, where it's very interesting that he's doing that, because I'm like, holy shit, like, what? We have this very human war that is happening right in front of us. And then we have these gods who are pulling in the mortals that we love and making them part of their games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, it's crazy because we're getting wars on like multiple levels happening all at the same time.
Also, what I'm gathering from all the gods is basically that the crippled god clearly possesses a power that's significant, even in his current state. And so the threat of him, like, what he's trying to do is so significant that now all the gods are picking sides, basically.
Holy shit. Are we, like, talking right now? I kind of feel like these are, like, metaphorical... Like, we have the 4 horsemen in the apocalypse, in a way. Because the crippled god is kind of like pestilence. Hood is the death. Fenner and Trake are war. And then...
What's the last one?
Famine. Well, that would still be the crippled god, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
He's all of that. He's the worst, too. I mean, you know.
Yeah. But I just think it's very interesting, like you said, where all the pieces with the gods are just slowly moving into place, which makes sense because the gods operate on a very different timetable than mortals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like this is political scheming on a level that I can't think of another fantasy that touches this level of.
No, a fantasy. Now, I've said before that to me, the closest analog to the way that Erickson writes deities is actually like Greek and Roman mythology. I think that's the closest analog. He writes it the way those pantheons kind of function in myth. So I would think,
that's
honestly, the closest you're going to get to finding this sort of maneuvering of deities would be like the Iliad and the Odyssey. But it's very mythological the way he does it.
It's so difficult to balance, obviously, because like you have this war among the gods.
Yeah, how do you write a human level story and also one where gods are like actively interfering and making moves, you know? How do you make the human war still feel important.
Like it matters.
Yeah. I think a lot of authors would struggle to balance that, which is why usually if you get these sort of celestial level conflicts in fantasy, a lot of times they'll save them. Like they'll have the human conflict.
That's the final
once
battle.
That's resolved, they move.
Yes.
Then the story moves into this celestial realm. You see that.
But I think what Erickson has done, and done brilliantly, is he has pulled the crippled god is directly involved in this human conflict.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's building a following on the mortal plane, and so we have all these different players.
Because we learn that where the name Panion comes from in this set of chapters. That Panion is a reference to the crippled god.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the Panion Seer for a second. And so we learn that the Seer is a Jagat drawing power from something beyond Amtos Falak. So it's not just you. The Seer, how is the Seer human? But he's also a Jagat but he's not using Amtos Falak. He's using some other power, and he's draining that power from a Kachain Chamau matron who was driven insane in a barrow and is now just like, I don't know, a meaty hugging machine.
She's a good hugger.
God. I was gonna
that
say,
scene was horrifying.
Were you saying something, Noah, right before he jumped into that? I thought it looked like you were gonna say something.
Well, I was just saying, I'm sorry, I'm zoning. I've got a lot of work stuff going on at the moment. There's some emergencies.
Just jump in
so
when
if
you
I'm not
feel.
talking, just know what I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm listening. It's just
You're good.
Unfortunately do have a job.
You're good, brother.
Barely.
This is part of my job.
So, that scene with Talk is horrifying. I said in the book club,
oh my God,
Erickson should take a turn at writing horror. He should write.
I saw you say that. He mixes it in especially in this. This book has so much fucking horror.
Yeah, well, you got a little bit of it in Deadhouse Gates too. Right at the beginning of Deadhouse Gates in the prologue with the Hood Priest, like that's very horror.
Yeah.
So I think that he has the chops to write horror. I would be curious to see how he would do it if he was just going to write a pure horror book. But
it'd be terrifying, dude.
It would be terrifying. But it would also I wonder if some of this is so terrifying because of the setup. The setup to it. So the whole scene with the Panion Seer was horrifying. Like, also, he does a great job here of playing with readers' expectations around how much narrators know. Because Talk in this chapter is talking about how he feels confident and it was the right choice to leave Lady Envy and Tool because he wouldn't have survived with them, and it was the right choice. And even though he's dealing with the starvation and stuff, but he was confident that it was the right choice. I doubt he is still feeling that way.
Well, let me ask you this: do you think Talk would have survived if he stayed with Envy, Tool, and the Segula?
He would have probably not, but I think it's very clear that Lady Envy is one of the most powerful magic users on the field at this point. And I think being with her probably gave him a pretty good chance.
Yeah.
I
agree with that.
Now, of course,
I agree with
we
that.
do see it in this scene that the Seer unleashes what appears to be like Jagat magic with the ice.
Yeah, cold ice magic.
And Tool and Envy, neither one are able to stop it.
I'm curious if you have a theory on who the Jagat is.
I mean, I would say that the most obvious choice is that he's one of the children from the prologue. But I don't know for sure. I mean, it's just me taking a stab.
So not Dujak's arm.
Not Dujak's arm, no.
Somebody did guess. Wait. Oh, that the kids at the beginning were Gethel and Gothos.
I saw that. Book club. I saw that.
But I had pointed out in that, I said the only issue with that is that we know the genders of
it's a boy and
the two children. Right? It's a boy and a girl. Yeah. So,
and Gethel and Gothos are brothers. So yeah.
Yes.
I think it's not them, but I think that it's possible that this is one of the children that was thrown into that at the beginning.
And then we also see a screaming child.
Mm-hmm.
Talk sees a screaming child because he has some kind of connection to everything that's going on, and the Beast Hold and
from Barjag,
Baljag, and then Baljag, yeah, and he sees a child, and the child is screaming, "You lied!"
So I was a little unclear on this. My initial read of it was that it was metaphorical, that he was seeing a child where the seer had been, like that his that he had been more composed, and then he lost his composure and was being more childlike. But so you're saying it was a literal vision of a child, because I didn't read it that way.
That's what. So Perrin's vision was of a child screaming.
Yes. Yeah.
You lied.
Nightmares. Yes. Yeah.
Talk saw the Jagged say that exact same thing, and we as the reader know we can make that connection between the two.
Right. Sure.
But I think he literally sees. I think this Jagged is wearing a corpse as an illusion. I think that's kind of how I visualize this.
Yeah, it is, and he's invisible. Like the Jagged is invisible. He's manipulating the corpse to do his bidding. Because there's another character, I can't remember which one it is, from earlier, who says that they have seen the Panyan Seer and he's just a mortal man.
Mm-hmm. And now the Seer in this scene says, I've had a lot of people look at me. They looked at me with magic. They looked at me with everything. And they could not see what you are seeing right now, Talk, with that one eye. And he's like, which one?
Yeah.
The one with the other one.
Yeah.
Whose eye?
Dujack's eye.
It's one eye. I think that, I mean, that's my guess, is that's who the Jagged is. I feel like someone else at one point.
I think that's a solid guess. I
thought I heard someone, I might have made this up, I thought somebody had guessed in the book club that it might be the mother. But I could be wrong about that too. The mother of the Jagged children. But
because we didn't see her die. We just saw her approach. Yeah.
But like You Lied could honestly go to either one of those characters. Like, like the children could be screaming that somebody lied because they were told they'd be safe. And
they'd be saying
mother could be doing the same thing because of she was told they would be taken care of. So
100%.
Could be either one. I'm not stressing over it, but that's just my guess right now, is that it's the child, one of the children.
So I wanted to talk to y'all about this specifically too. I'm sorry, not to mean to cut you off. I wanted to talk about before we run out of time, because we're getting close, but we're also getting close to the end. This has been a very productive episode, I feel like, especially with all the fucking chapters.
It's because I've been busy with work. I haven't been able to say anything stupid.
Yeah. Well, also, this is crazy. I think maybe we should think about structuring all of them like this, where we cover the chapters instead of doing them individually. We'd get it as a whole.
Yeah, because Will starts hearing himself talk, and then he just fucking goes.
Rattles.
So, when he gets an opportunity to do that 5 different times in one episode,
and
he's like,
Noah, if he hasn't heard himself speak in 5 minutes, he needs to say something. So he jumps in with his little 2 cents.
I feel like I'm having a panic attack because I can't say things because I'm dealing with this fucking work stuff right now. Look, this is the problem with the issue with my job. Okay, let me just say real quickly, just so we get off track a little bit. No. The people that I work for are so important. So like these doctors, when I'm on working hours, I can't, it's like a doctor on call, right? So you have to answer. So when someone needs something or they need something for a patient, I have to answer. It's my job to answer. So then I have this doctor asking right now about this fucking prior authorization. I'm like, listen, I am not the insurance company. I am not the person to call for this. And I'm trying to explain that. They're like, no, you're supposed to help me with this. And it's just fucking.
I just started a medication.
I'm very excited
for
Noah's boss to find this one day.
Why'd you need a prior auth?
A Nurtec. It's a migraine med.
And you needed a prior auth. Oh, your insurance was just like, nah, you don't need it. Because I'm guessing another migraine medication didn't work, right?
Yeah, I've been through several.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, we don't know. Well, make sure your doctor signs this, whatever. And then I was like, I don't know. I was like, Robert, do I have to do anything about this? And she was like, no, I'll figure it.
Yeah, that's the doctor's thing. Yeah, because so how it works is companies will get on insurance's formularies. And so there's a preferred a preferred drug. And if that drug doesn't work, then the doctor has to say, this drug doesn't work for my patient. The patients won't take the prescription's word for it. They need the doctor to say, actually, yes, this does not work, and we tried it.
Like they prescribed
it is crazy.
Any other reason.
It is. So in the field that I work in, so a lot of insurance require you to go on conventional therapy, which basically means you take 6 giant horse pills of calcium throughout your day, so your body can feel normal. And the only way you can get your hormone replaced is if you've proven that you have tried taking giant calcium pills and given yourself CKD, basically kidney failure, and then that's how insurance is like, okay, now we'll pay for the real drug. If you destroy your body first, it's a whole thing. But
that's insane.
I digress.
Yeah, see, Noah starts talking and we just get off. I don't know how it happens.
I know. Here, you guys keep going. You keep going.
No, I think it's also too. On you, Nurtec is like $1,000 for the script. So like, yes, the insurance is like, we don't want to pay that.
So it's not actually. It's a lie. So
that's what they charge me if I didn't have insurance.
Yes. Sticker price is not real. Never believe it. If someone said, if you heard a drug
from a district or regional manager of a large pharmaceutical company, that the sticker prices aren't real.
I was just thinking, I gotta edit so much of this out.
No, we haven't said any companies' names or anything, so it's fine. If you go to your pharmacy and for some reason your Prozac is $400, you do not take that. You say, nay, I do not want this. I will not pay this. And then you call your doctor and you say, hey, my Prozac, my generic drug was $400. Why? They're like, oh, it looks like your insurance wants you to try a different, because this is how they trick you. A 60 milligram pill of Prozac may cost $400, but a 40 and a 20 milligram pill may cost $3. So if you ever go to a pharmacy and the price is freaking you out, there's something wrong. You need to tell your doctor. Do not pay.
Interesting.
Do not take it. Call your doctor.
You heard it here. You heard it here from the expert, the man himself. Let's talk about another expert. Another man who may be 12 men, and he is, or women.
There are women in there
and
too.
He is, yeah, he's Quick Ben. And so I've wanted to talk about this forever because I sent y'all a story, concept that I have in my library. I couldn't say what it was and what it was inspired by at the time because Will had not read this story and heard Quick Ben's origin yet. So I couldn't be like, yes, the story I have about this mage who has like 8 mages inside of him is based loosely on Quick Ben. And you'd be like, what? Because then that would give away way too much about Quick Ben. But I fucking love this, that he has these like 12 mages inside of him who are, I feel like they're probably pissed too. They're pissed off that he tricked them, basically. He tricked them into letting him absorb them. And then he's like, I know we were running from these guys, but me and Callum are now just going to join them.
Yeah.
What'd you think of Quick Ben's story, the origin of the Bridge Runner name, all of that?
That was all great. I loved it. That's the kind of lore drop I live for.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, we earned that lore drop. It's been 3 books, and we've been waiting to hear that story because and you know what? What I fucking love is that as readers, we weren't like, I really wish that Steven Erikson would give us more backstory, and like we just don't have enough of we don't know these characters and everything about them. Like we're like, no, it's gonna come, dog. It's coming. And we trust the writer to give it to us when we need it and when it's earned. This is it.
I think Malazan, I know people say like it's like so difficult and you shouldn't read it as your first fantasy series and blah, blah, blah. I think you should. I think you should read it early. If you haven't read fantasy before, read this one because this will set the expectation. And you will not.
Whether it ruins books. It does ruin books.
But you won't be 100 pages into a book going, why don't I know these people? What's this guy's backstory? Because you understand, like, you'll get there.
Right. Right. It's let him build some fucking tension. Like, it's I see so many reviews of books that are like, I just felt like, this is a long series, but I really didn't feel like I got enough of who the characters are.
Or you get a negative review of a book. It's like DNF at 30% because I didn't have enough backstory, or I didn't know the characters weren't established.
Yeah, I'm like, what is 30%? What
do you mean? Like, and this is little insight.
What do you need to know?
Who are not people insight to people who are not writers. Like, this is a frustrating thing as a writer, because like when you're writing the book, you don't want to give it all away. You don't want to give everything away at the beginning. I think building tension is like one of the best skills you can have as a writer. And
exactly.
Making people wait, and then the payoff hits so much harder.
Yeah, you're right in that Malazan teaches you how to wait.
It teaches
if you can trust the process and trust the author, it teaches you how to wait. The difficult thing with that is you can't always trust an author. So you don't really know, you're judging. That's what you should always be judging when you start reading a book, is like, okay, how good is this right now, even though I'm not getting all this information? Do I trust the skills of this writer to get that information eventually?
And that's a different question. that's
a good way to do that. If, like, this is what I did for my first book. Obviously, I'm not saying it's good or anything, but I have 3 big payoffs throughout the book that are split up between 3 parts of the book. Mm-hmm. So hopefully, like when Maurice gets to chapter 8, he should have a moment that's like, oh, sick. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on chapter 7, just so we know.
Well, honestly, Erickson does that. He does that through Gardens of the Moon too. You can go to Gardens of the Moon right now, and there are payoffs in like chapter 2, chapter 5.
Yes,
there are multiple payoffs. You get Tattersail and Bellerdan and that whole scene. That was awesome. And then you have Tool emerging from the Rivy Plain to skewer a guy through the middle.
Right.
Right. Those are all sick moments that have a payoff, and they lead to things.
And people don't understand
he's not just asking you to know nothing for 400 pages and then, you know what I mean? Like, it's not how it works.
How formal storytelling works. Typically, the typical story structure for almost all of them, you should watch some Kurt Vonnegut videos, because he really gets into story structure in a way that is super funny. Because he's hilarious. But also, when you write a story like this, that has a ton of world building, you'll see a lot of authors make the very common mistake of giving all the information right off the bat that you're going to need for the story, and it loads down that beginning. Like, you are just it's a weight, and that's terrible. Oh, puppy. It's a terrible weight. See, he hasn't spoken, so he needed to take the attention for... It's a weight at the beginning of the story. So what you do, and what you learn from writers like Steven Erikson, is you give them what they need, what you need to know, when you need to know it. And that's it, so that you can have a frame of reference, but you don't have the bigger context yet. You're gonna get the bigger context eventually, but you have to know, like, you have to piece that shit out. You can't do it all. And all stories, when you write this big, you start in the middle of action to throw you into and immerse you into the story. Then you resolve that action and then start the real story. And that should happen at about 10 to 15% of the story. They actually have charts where you can look and break down at what percentage different elements of a story should be introduced. And most writers, even subconsciously, follow those percentages, because that's how we understand storytelling. That's how all movies are. That's how books are. That's how TV shows operate. It's all the same.
You better make sure the writers you're reading read a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a big part
This
of
is the reason.
100%.
This right here is the reason they tell that one of the most common pieces of advice for new writers is to read. Because you have to understand basic story structure to tell a satisfying story. Now, once you understand it and you can play with it, you can mess around with it a little bit, but like you have to understand the basics to be able to tell an effective story.
1,000%.
if you don't trust someone's opinion on books, do not read a book they write.
You're probably not going to like their book. Yeah.
I love this advice too. And if you're a writer who's listening to this, and I wanted to say this to you this morning, Will, or yesterday, because I sent this to y'all on TikTok, and it was that advice of, if you wouldn't take advice from them, don't take their criticism.
Yeah. That's very true.
Because if you don't trust them to help you, why would you trust them to hurt you? Like, that's fuck
that's
that.
For writers, and there's probably like 3 writers listening to this, but if you're looking to write a story or something, this is why it's important to consider who you are looking for feedback from. Who your beta readers are, who your writing group is. Like, it's important because you want to find people who know the genre you're writing and know the types of story you're trying to tell, and that you trust their feedback, that they're going to provide you like honest and effective feedback. So
hell yeah. Okay, we have 15 minutes.
Now we've done an introductory to writing course. Let's
let's start that now. Okay, we have 15 minutes left. I'm gonna hit these things real quick, and I just need like 1 to 2 sentences on each of these topics from Noah and from Will. Noah, can you do this? Okay, cool. Let's talk about the Mybe. What do we think about the Mybe and Silver Fox's relationship? How do we feel about Silver Fox, and how do we feel about the Mybe?
That is a very interesting and deeper relationship than I thought it was going to be when I first read this book. Like, it becomes so complex, especially with like it becomes like this moral dilemma that's so much deeper than just like a daughter-mother thing, right? Like, what makes the most sense for everybody as a whole? So it's like, it's like a moral, it's like the trolley question, right? Like, do we just let her keep sucking her life? It's like, but we have to.
We don't have an alternative.
There's no option. So it's crazy, but it's crazy that Erikson actually gives us the Mybe not wanting it to keep happening, like, you see that it's like she's over it. Yeah. She's like, I don't want it. So yeah, it's very interesting that we get both sides of it.
Kind of, and as parents, this is really a discussion on like the philosophy of parenthood, and how once you have a child, that's it. That's your number one priority. You have to make sure that they are happy and healthy and grow up, with very different trauma than you grew up with, and they end up being at least half decent fucking people once they get out in the world.
Yep.
And you don't have a choice. You
do.
Well,
you do. Yeah. I would argue that even the choice that you're talking about takes something from you, though. I think it's a really interesting way of writing it. I think it would have been so easy for Erikson to write the Mybe as like a selfless, nurturing mother type who, she'll give her life for her child, but like, that's boring. That's a boring character. We see that.
Well, and let's talk about resurrection as a concept, because it would have been easy, and other authors would have and have done. They would have just brought Tattersail back.
Yeah.
He didn't do that.
It's interesting that Silver Fox.
That's what George R.R. Martin would have done.
I don't know. George R.R. Martin and bringing people back from the dead is an interesting discussion. He has a very interesting view on that particular story trope.
And then he does it like a fucking hypocrite.
He did
bitch.
it. He's done it twice in writing. No, well, you can't count the second one because it hasn't actually
happened yet. Well, and the first one doesn't happen in the show.
It was there.
The one in the book doesn't happen in the show.
The first one happened in the show.
That's true. That is true. Well, what he said, he doesn't say that he won't do it. He says that it has to have, the character has to be completely changed in some way. They can't just come back as who they are.
It's not that changed.
That's not what happens in the second one.
the second one, but
the first one is different.
To play devil's advocate, we don't know how that is going to be handled in the book.
Will be done. It'll be totally different. It'll be totally different.
It's not happening. So
you don't. It's not going to come out. Yeah.
No.
It'll never be read. because it'll never be written. That's what you're saying.
But the first,
it's like red. It's like Red God. Red God's never coming either.
It will. It'll come out.
Yeah, no way. It's coming.
Once he finds the heart. He's 1,200 pages deep. Hadn't found the heart yet.
I know all these writers who don't have their books out. Yeah, well, I'm at 10,000 pages into it.
They're all pantsers, by the way. They're all fucking pantsers.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're a fucking pantser, Will.
What? We're reading a pantser. Erickson's a pantser.
He's got some secrets.
He's
not a real pantser.
He's a fake pantser.
He's a fake pantser.
He's made deals. These stories were written on a TTRPG campaign table.
Yeah, you can't be a pantser if you have a tabletop game for it.
I don't know.
Anyway. He's just using lore books. Anyway, so, yes, it's a very interesting use of resurrection because he gives it consequence. He makes it a part of the story, and it's not that satisfying. It's kind of sad and sucks. But as a result, it's a way more interesting element of this story.
Silver Fox is very much her own character. She's not just Tattersail all over again, you know?
Yeah. And she's a totally new person, which is very difficult to do also. But it's complex. It's so complex. Okay, next, I want to talk about Whiskey Jack and his game. Because boy got game.
Yeah.
You see, he's been holding those pebbles in his fucking pocket, waiting for the moment.
This is how we knew Whiskey Jack was hot.
Yeah. And that's how we knew. We're like, is Whiskey Jack hot? We're like, knew. Yes, he's hot. He's not getting Corlat if he's not hot.
Well, and Corlat talks about his hands and stuff, and I'm like,
he's like, yeah, she's like,
girl's down bad. She's down bad.
Girls like big hands, dude.
She's like, well, even the Myvi's like, was like, and she's like, oh god, I'm old.
That's why in all my videos I try to hold a phone in my hand so people are like, holy shit.
This fucking guy.
No, are you going to start taking the book photo, the hand photo?
Yeah, I should start grabbing. This is the iPhone Pro Max.
Just like grab it.
There's a couple people I've seen that the guys that they usually have like some tattoos on their arms, and they will post
do the flex.
They'll flex, and they'll hold the book down by their crotch every time.
Every time, and you've got the.
I do it.
You've got the. You've already got the smize down. You've got that. It's good. It's good, dude. That's the. I'm taking.
I know what I could do. I know what I could do.
Oh shit.
I got a decent bulge too, so I think we could do that. You do a few push-ups, you get the veins. All
y'all are the reason this man has 30,000 followers, by the way.
I don't post it. I don't do this stuff though.
No, I'm not saying that's not the reason. I said y'all are the reason. The listeners are the reason. This is the guy.
But
this is who you love.
As someone who has like large hands and big veins, like I know how you make them look bigger. So I know these dudes are all pumping up before they take their picture.
They have the little hand trainers, springs.
Yeah, dude,
he's doing this
because that's how you get them popping. They're not just always fucking out here waiting for an IV.
No,
like you have to get them there.
Having catastrophic
so I know all these guys
all the time.
I know all these guys are doing push-ups or squeezing.
I know some dudes who have. I know a guy who has.
I know they're fluffing their dick before they get the.
Just to get the bulge.
Just give it the fluff.
Yeah, they're fluffing.
They're fluff.
Yeah, they're fluffing. Yeah. Although anytime I see a poker, a little doorstop, I always let them know.
Why?
Like, don't post your dick if you got a little poker. Like, put it away.
If you've got a grower, get it hard first.
Yes. If you're, there's nothing wrong with being a grower. Just know your place.
Know your place.
Like this.
That dick better be hard before you show the outline.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, let's.
I don't know, guys. No, this
happens
has been the most work calls? Productive podcast we've had, and I think you're right, Noah. I think it's because you've been absent for most of it. That is wild.
Okay, I'm gonna bring us back on course. Whiskey Jack's got game. He and Corlat are
that's how we're here. Whiskey Jack got game. He pulled out those pebbles and was like, I honored your dad. I didn't know how.
Whiskey Jack's a shower.
Oh, yeah. That dude's, yes. It doesn't even get bigger when it gets hard. It just stays the same size.
It just stands up.
It just rises.
Yeah. It's like a flagpole. It's like pulling up the mast, dude. Like a mast doesn't grow on a sailboat. The guys are pulling it up with the ropes, you know?
That's Whiskey Jack's
always
dick.
there.
So he definitely scores with Corlat. That's awesome. Good for Whiskey Jack. And then I want to ask 3 questions. Here we go. These are the last. We're talking about the road ahead, so it's predictions. Noah, be careful. What is your prediction for what's going to happen in Kapistan? Do you think they're going to make it 6 weeks?
I can start with this. Do I think they're going to make
it?
Do I think they're going to make it?
We know.
Yeah.
I can't answer this.
True. Sorry. All right. Do I think they're going to make it 6 weeks? No. No, I don't.
Do you think the Malazan army is going to get there sooner, or do you think the Malazan army is going to miss it?
I think, well, the Malazan army is somewhat, so the army is with Dujek, but then there's the bridge burners that are with Perrin that are like split off on their own at the moment, right? So
they're with the white Barghast.
With the Barghast. So I guess my current theory would be that the main contingent of the army will get there, and then Perrin will bring the Barghast. They will miss the beginning of it.
Interesting. Okay. Do you think that the walls will hold? Do you think, like, how are they going to fare? Like, what's going to happen to the people? Because we have a lot of people there that we love right now.
Yeah.
But we got the Grey Swords and we got Gruntle and company. So, like, what's going to happen to them?
I think they have the strategy with the Talanamas to, like, just kind of form a wall with them. And they're not going to fight, but they will stand there, basically.
And they don't know that, so they're, like, wary or whatever.
Yeah. So, but also, is the Panyan army, are they wary? Or are they just going to throw the Teniscari at it and see what happens?
Kind of feels like they're fodder.
Give one shit who dies.
They do feel like fodder, for sure.
I think they could just throw the Teniscari at the IMAS and see what happens. I'm going to guess the walls hold for a little bit. But in general, I think it's pretty clear they don't have the defenses to hold out over almost 200,000 people. So,
who do you think is the traitor on the mass council?
I remember all their names.
Well, they're just wrath goddening.
Yeah, it seems they obviously want it to be like they're what. It seems like the book is pushing us to think that it's Wrath Feiner is in some way illegitimate.
Do we buy that, or do we think
it's going to be? It's going to be. I would normally say that's a misdirect from a lot of authors.
It's a red herring
but
for
sure. With Erickson, it could be both. It could be either way. He could be.
Sometimes that motherfucker's like, no, this is you knew the whole time, you idiot.
Yeah, sometimes like the twist is that there is no twist with him. So
yes,
I guess I'll just say I'll just say it's Wrath Feiner for now, and I could be wrong. Okay, but I'm going to say it's Wrath Feiner.
Yeah, Wrath Trake is looking happy as fuck, dude. And also, Wrath Shadow Throne is a piece of shit, because he's Shadow Throne. Sure. So he's like, what are you doing?
In some ways, that one's too easy, though, like to think that he's the traitor. Because
of course it would be.
Telegraphed, right? That it's Shadow Throne would be the traitor.
The Mass Council's like, fuck these guys, though. These guys suck.
Yeah,
they're like, why didn't they let the Barghast see their people? This is all crazy. Anyway, Gruntle. What the fuck do you think is going on with Gruntle right now? I need to hear your ideas on Gruntle. Your thoughts, your feelings, your everything on Gruntle.
With him?
Yeah, this is the last question. So you got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes, bud.
I don't know in terms of like on large scale. I mean, the biggest thing with him right now is obviously that he's going through some like very human stuff with his depression and alcoholism. I think that I don't know. I really haven't thought too much. I haven't speculated too much on where he's going from here. Because I have found that with Malazan, it can be difficult to try and predict what it's going to do. It's not a book that lends itself well. I mean, there are like hints and things you can guess at, but a lot of times shit just comes out of nowhere too. So
I can't wait to start talking about the next. Have you read on yet, Will?
Not yet. No, I was a little bit late getting caught. I just got caught up Saturday.
So. My God, I am ahead. I got
caught up. So I got caught up on Saturday, and then today I was like, I didn't want to listen when I was driving. I didn't want to listen to the next part and like give myself a weird, like when I'm on a podcast, I want to be able to talk like honestly about what I'm thinking, and not have to like pretend I haven't read anything else. But then, so I started the next book of Battle Mage Farmer this morning.
Hell yeah! What number?
93.
Oh yeah, dude.
That series.
I need
to
read that.
Man.
Battle Mage Farmer.
It's so good.
Mage Tank. That's another one I want to read.
Yeah, I want to read that one too. Battle Mage Farmer.
I bought so many books the other day when you told me about that Audible deal.
Me too.
I'm reading the first lit RPG. The first lit RPG I've ever read where the main character is a female.
Fun. What is it?
Very cool. It's Aznarath. Hold on, let me look at the name.
Is the author female too?
I don't know because the name is Rhaegar.
Oh, well, that's fair.
You know how these lit RPGs are.
I do.
Azarinth Healer. Azarinth Healer.
Interesting. Cool.
There you go.
How is it?
It looks sick. That's a sick ass.
It's fucking sick, dude. It's sick.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Picked the Battle Mage Farmer. They're all on sale right now, obviously. So I picked that up.
I was like, yeah, I can't spend a credit on this. It's $3.
Dude,
you gotta buy it.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. That's crazy.
It's honestly smart on Amazon with Audible if they made a lot of their books like under $15, because then you'd have people still spending the money and getting the credits.
That's what I do.
Yeah,
authors get paid.
Dude, it's under 15.
Nothing.
I buy it. Yeah. But see, do you know the Kindle Unlimited? You don't have Kindle Unlimited. People who have Kindle Unlimited, if you download a book on KU, its audiobook becomes 80% off.
Wow.
So all the Dungeon Crawler,
there is a secret to doing that.
Yeah. So
yeah, if you just need to add it to your library from KU,
add it to your library.
You can add audio narration.
Yep.
Okay, ladies and gents, if you made it this far, go ahead and put in the chat pharmaceutical giant. Let us know. Let us know what you think about Big Pharma, and let us know what you think about the structure of this episode, because I feel like it was good.
Yeah, I think it was.
But
good.
y'all were listening, so tell us what y'all think. But not criticism.
We don't want that.
We don't want
criticism. If there's anything we don't listen to, it's criticism.
Correct. Yes. But if you I prefer the other way, that's fine. That's not criticism.
That's just an opinion.
It's on the edge.
Yeah.
And we can take it or leave it.
It's close. It's close. It's close. But it's I like the other one and I like this one. I just like the other one more. That is perfect.
Both are the best podcasts I've ever heard.
Yes.
But I like this one.
I like to do it chapter by chapter. It makes more sense to my brain.
I like doing it jumbled up like this and going by topic. It worked better for me.
I agree.
It's I think it facilitated discussion a little better.
We'll see if anybody says anything. But that's us, ladies and gents.
Especially after the beginning. They're going to be bitching.
Oh, God. We
one
are
guy's gone.
the Crippled Pod. Just 3 guys wearing hats.
Except I don't have a
Will's
hat
got
on,
no hat on today.
So. I don't
Someday
have one
I'm not going to
either.
wear a hat.
I can't put one on.
All right, I'm hanging up. Bye.
Bye.
There is